How can you be sure it was really him?
Who the heck are you?
It's not real.
When it was real, I got sick and all my hair fell out.
How'd you get sick?
I loved a woman that wasn't clean.
You guys give up or you're thirsty for more?
Get together, have a few down, crash my car. Oh, yeah, it's all.
We're live, guys. Happy holidays from Chuco's Powerhouse Cinema. We're joined here with Frank and my friend Davis here, and we're just gonna be shooting the shit. You know, it's a little holiday party. We'll have guests jumping in and out of the stream. But how y'all doing?
Very good.
Good.
That was an awesome intro you edited together.
Well, I mean, I was trying my best. I couldn't get certain things to cooperate, but I tried my best with it. That was like my first, I guess, edited video like that. So
like most of the editing you've done previously has just been like your of footage of yourself editing it together your videos like this. You hadn't done movie clips like that previously.
Yeah, no, I hadn't done any kind of movie clips like that. I kind of do like the trailers sprinkled in throughout my videos sometimes, but I just cut them up. Really, I just do it in order and I just cut it up. So
it's not as creative. It's just literally taking cuts out, splicing things really. But that had more creativity to it.
Here we have our first guest. Oh, it took me longer than I care to admit. For a minute, for a minute video, it took me a little longer than I thought.
We have a guest.
We do have a guest. I'm gonna add him to the stage now. Welcoming.
Oh my God, Hazy.
What up, dudes?
You look very good in that personal photo of yourself there.
I'm looking extra greasy.
There you go. Welcome, Hazy.
I thought for a second it was actually King Cobra.
That would be amazing.
That would have been great, yeah.
That'd be scarier than Abbott Hayes.
Oh, don't mention Abbott Hayes. I'll shit myself again.
It's like a reasonable time there in England.
5:05.
Wow.
Yeah. Timed that perfectly. I was trying my best. I know we said 12 and then I put 12 on my stream, but it does it on my time zone. So I was like, right. Yeah. So, but I know we said we were going to talk a little bit about Bad Santa just to get the ball rolling a little bit. So, what's y'all's opinion on Bad Santa? Just kicking it off. Have you guys seen it? Is it like one of the I guess Christmas movies that you guys kind of add to the list whenever you start your kickoff, or is it one of the ones that's kind of just falls to the back of the line?
It fell to the back of the line for me. Like I haven't watched it in a few years, but it is one of those classics that when I first watched it, I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know you could make Christmas movies like this." You know, like it was such like a shock to the system of like having grown up with A Miracle on 34th Street and Tim Allen playing Santa Claus or whatever, and then suddenly, or in a whole different Santa movie, Tim Allen. I'm not, and then suddenly you get Billy Bob Thornton or whatever coming through as like a piece of shit Santa Claus who hates everyone and drinks and treats everything like with like a jaded lens. And I was like, oh, that would be me. Like, that would be me if I were Santa. And so it made me realize that, like, not all Christmas movies had to be happy, but they could still have a good spirit to them, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I'm with you with that one. You know, as I've gotten older, I started to understand why he's such a, like, before I was like, why is this guy such a dick?
Yeah, and then, now, like, you're like 25 now, so you're getting super old, and now you understand.
I turned 26. All right. Let's go ahead and pump the brakes on it. But yeah, as I've gotten a little bit older, I'm like, hey, I get it, man. Yesterday I was at the mall, and I saw Mall Santa, and I was talking to somebody, and I was like, you know, he has to sit there all day, and these kids could be crying. These kids could be, you know, yelling and yanking on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like you see in Bad Santa, like that kid just shows up with all the boogers just draped on his face and just asking him 20 billion questions. Like you got to imagine that this small Santa is going through that all day and very little breaks. So I also get a kick out of just the comedic tone of Bad Santa. Personally, I just think that's kind of my kind of humor. So even on the thumbnail, you see it. How does it end?
Yeah,
I don't remember myself.
Because I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it at all?
No, dude. You've never seen Bad Santa?
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
It's good.
I think it would be your cup of tea, Davis. I really do.
Yeah, I probably would.
I think you'd enjoy it.
I like Billy Bob a lot. I just never saw that one.
Yeah, I think it's one of his sleepers for sure. I don't think a lot of people think Billy Bob Thornton and then think Bad Santa right out the gate. But
that was the thing. That was the attraction of the film, was Billy Bob Thornton playing an alcoholic Santa. So
maybe. I mean, I wasn't either paying attention or wasn't really.
You were like
years old.
Yeah, you were like 8 years old.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly.
You were watching SpongeBob.
You didn't know the in and outs of Billy Bob Thornton's tumultuous affair with the young socialite
Angelina
Jolie, daughter of John Voight.
He kept him mollied up.
Absolutely,
it was crazy times.
It was.
An 8-year-old Chuco's mind. It was all a dream.
You know, it's a little hazy. Those memories.
Are we allowed to smoke pot on your stream, or are we going to get in trouble for that?
That's a little.
Well,
hazy.
I mean, I wouldn't have known.
Oh, okay, good. New York, it's legal in New York.
It's not legal in Texas, and I cannot condone it here in Texas. So, if it's legal in I don't know. I don't know what the internet regulations are.
Hazy, why aren't you on camera?
Because my camera doesn't work.
Oh, that's right. You've told me that.
Well, yeah, I need to order a new one. It's all right. I just thought I'd pop in.
On your phone?
I appreciate it.
So what is your thoughts on Bad Santa then?
Yeah, I really like Bad Santa. I actually put off watching it for a good few years because I thought it'd be another, stupid early 2000s comedy, and actually give it a go. I don't know, maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, and I've watched it every year since. So yeah, and I like the sequel as well. I really like the sequel.
Oh, there's a sequel? Holy shit!
Yeah.
And it's Billy Bob.
Yeah, he's
the little kids all grown up and stuff in it. It's great.
I think we might have to watch both of them tonight.
Yeah.
There you go. That's an idea for a stream for sure.
There's the double bill.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
I can't even. I saw the sequel one time, and I cannot remember it for the life of me. I remember the first one, especially him trying to get the stupid pink elephant. That's like one of my favorite things. Like, this kid's gonna get his damn present. So it's like, and I also get a kick out of the Advent calendar. So there's a portion of the movie where this kid's really obsessed with the Advent calendar, Davis, and he's just like eating all the candy, and he's trying to tell him the story, and he's like, "What is it with you in this damn calendar anyway?" And the kid gets all sad, and he's like, "I think I saw it over there on the counter." Like, he starts to warm up to this kid as the movie goes on. But if we're gonna stream it, Davis, I don't want to spoil it for you. What's a classic that you go to?
Hazy just showed me Jingle All the Way a few weeks ago. So I was like,
Arnold, you had never seen that?
I'd never seen it before.
Put the cookie down.
Put the cookie down. No.
Who else is in it?
Is it Tom Arnold? Is it Tom Arnold? Is that his name? No, not Tom Arnold. The guy from Simpsons. Phil Hartman.
Tom Arnold. Yeah.
Phil Hartman, not Tom Arnold.
No, Phil Hartman. Yeah, when he got shot.
Phil Hartman was in it. Yeah, that's right.
Or was it in his sleep? Yeah.
His coked up wife killed him.
Thanks to Andy.
Yeah, that's the story. I didn't find that out until like maybe a couple of years ago. I was like, whatever happened to that guy? And I looked it up. I was like, well, that was a little bit of a downer of a story for sure.
It's even more of a downer when you hear about Andy Dick's involvement in the whole affair. He's the one that got her on that smack to begin with. That's why everybody in Hollywood hates Andy Dick.
Do you know Andy Dick spends all his time now driving around with IRL streamers in RV vans? That's all he does now.
That's right. My friend ran with Andy Dick. He was part of that crowd, and he suffered because of that.
Yeah, I bet. Sandy Dick.
Yeah.
Those drug addicts, man, they'll fucking drag you down.
Yeah, Frank.
Absolutely. As we've learned from the substance, or at least I learned from the last third of the substance. I still haven't seen the full thing. Yesterday, I kind of jumped in there.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
It.
Let's talk about the degenerate behavior of yours. You jumped into the last third of the substance and continued watching it like some sort of fucking degenerate. That ain't right.
Yeah,
I watched you do it.
Worse. I did.
Eating dessert before you finished your fucking entree.
Mm-hmm.
That don't make any sense.
Yeah, like
you did that.
No, it doesn't. Well, listen, I didn't know. I had read that y'all were going to stream the substance, and I didn't know when exactly y'all were going to stream the substance. I was trying to follow the messages, but I just got kind of carried away with like whatever the day to day. And when I jumped in, I was. What's that now?
I said, what was your day to day that brought you to the point where you watched the last third of the substance without watching the first 2/3?
This is a good streak.
Yeah, listen, this is what happened. All right. I had my official office party yesterday that we had to go to. So I went there, and I had to sit there, yeah. So then I decided to do some last minute Christmas shopping, which was a really bad idea. With the mall, dude, I got there like at 3:30 and I didn't leave till like 7 o'clock. So by the time I got to seek the ultimate power, as I say all the time that we're in the chat, by the time I was like,
what does that mean?
Seek the ultimate power.
Seeking the ultimate power.
That's the game.
You haven't heard that saying, David. That's seeking out the gains, David.
No, I hang out with people that are into Crowley. So for me, that means sex magic.
That doesn't mean that for me, but that's fine. I'll take it. I mean, if that's what I mean. I'm glad we've clarified on stream what I meant by that.
Yeah.
But
other people
then that what now?
Other people might have thought what Davis thought.
That's right.
Yeah, no. For the record, for clarity of the record, I'm glad that we kind of like figured it out.
So you got home late, you saw we were watching stuff, and it just happened to be the last third of the movie.
I was in the parking lot of the gym watching it.
Okay.
I was just like,
I've watched from my car many times as we've streamed. I'll be like, I have I'll have my phone set up in my dashboard there while I'm driving.
Driving over the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah, it's probably happened before.
I was just thinking, that's the best place to watch the substance. At the gym.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. It's going to make you, it's like everybody was saying, what is the true substance in the movie? Like, is it just like them trying to, what was it, Margaret Qualley? I still don't understand what it was. It was just a drug they were injecting into themselves to like look better. Is that what it was all about?
No, because you missed the first part.
Yeah.
You missed. So Demi Moore injected it into herself to begin with, and then Margaret Qualley like ripped herself out of Demi Moore's back, and they're the same person. They are one. They're not two different people taking the substance. It's that they become two. Like so at the very beginning, they show a little. A syringe getting squirted into an egg yolk, and then the egg yolk duplicates. And so that's what they're saying, is that it duplicated Demi Moore, but as a younger, more beautiful version, but that the two of them have to balance their lives. And so they have to each share 7 weeks of time, and that while one of them is asleep, they have to get shots of this substance as their like nutrients or something. I don't know. I don't like, or whatever. And then the story fell apart when the younger one, Margaret Qualley, started taking too much time away from Demi Moore, and Demi Moore was sleeping for too long, and she turned into that monster. It's fucking real good.
It's like a reverse spoiler we're doing right now.
Well, I'm sorry. Exactly. A reverse spoiler because you didn't know the fucking beginning.
So
we're filling in the blanks here.
Yeah.
We're filling in the blanks.
It 3 times now. I'll watch it again tonight just to fill in my blanks.
No, I definitely was interested in it. Somebody was actually telling me a lot about it. A buddy of mine, he kept saying, "Have you seen The Substance yet? You're a movie guy and you haven't seen The Substance yet? You're a movie." I was like, "No, I haven't. I just missed it in the theaters because I don't even think it was showing that long where I was."
I don't think it came out in theaters, did it? If it did, it was very, very brief and very small outing or whatever. Not a lot of theaters.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know during I know it did come out in theaters because it was at the Alamo Draft House, but I'm not sure
Alamo
how
would
long
be
it was there for us.
it. Yeah.
That would be the one.
Yeah.
I'm saying like it was definitely
So-
wasn't all the AMCs or anything. Like
Right.
Yeah, where I'm at, we don't have AMC or Regal or anything like that. And typically, like what Regal doesn't have, Alamo will have, or Cinemark will have, and it's just kind of weird like that. But I know the Substance was out in Alamo, and I just never got around to checking it out.
the reason I knew
It came out.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go
But
ahead.
the reason I had knew that it had started to become like kind of a mainstream popular thing. Like you're saying, like you're a movie guy, you haven't seen this. When I brought it up to my girlfriend, she had already heard of it. She's like, "Oh, that movie with Demi Moore." Like I don't know how. Like it's just spreading amongst regular people now. she wouldn't hear of like an obscure monster movie, that's for sure. So yeah, it's definitely like it's made its way out of like our circle.
It has buzz.
Yeah.
As they say.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, it moved a lot quicker, I think, too, than Terrifier did. Like, I go back to Terrifier just because I like Terrifier, but I know Terrifier 1 and 2, like, they didn't really start getting attention until, like, maybe after the bedroom scene, I think. Because even the Saw scene was just kind of like, for, like, horror audiences, everybody kind of, like, talked about that, and it got the buzz going. But it wasn't until after the bedroom scene, really, that I think people really started jumping in on the Terrifier franchise.
Well, you can't say that a specific scene in the movie is what made people jump on it unless you're like talking about like TikTok fans who don't actually watch the movie and just see clips or whatever. But
is that your generation, Chuco? Is that what they do? Is that what your people do?
Possibly.
Yeah.
We've had this conversation before.
Dude, have you seen The Substance? I saw a TikTok of Demi Moore and she turned into a monster and shit. You're a movie guy. Have you seen this shit?
I do get what you're saying, that was the scene in the second one, similar to the Saw scene. So, for instance, I posted a video of the Saw scene on Twitter, and it got like 300,000 views 5 years ago. Like that was huge for me many years ago. And so I feel like those 300,000 people that watched it, easily a bunch of them probably didn't want to see the movie after it. They're like, oh no, that's enough for me. And so. But then I guess maybe that bedroom scene, as it got shared amongst people, was a little bit easier on the stomach to people. I don't know. The second one blew up. The second one, as a movie, made a ton of money. It did become a national thing, and then the third one made a tremendous amount of money. Like, but there's no scene in particular, I feel like, from the third one that stood out like from the first two, like that you're mentioning, to me at least.
No, I agree with you.
Everybody brought up the killing kids, didn't they? That was the main thing about Terrifier.
But he just blew them up or whatever. Like it wasn't quite as like I feel like they talked about it more before it happened. Like they were more nervous that it was gonna happen than after it did happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, Hazy. How was it received overseas or over where you're at? I mean, I don't really know exactly how it did over there. I know
it did all right. The theater that I went to watch the third one in was pretty full, which surprised me because I thought it'd be such a small thing here. But I didn't go to the cinema to watch 2 and 1, so I couldn't compare it. So.
Yeah,
to what had been there, 2 and 1. Yeah.
Yeah, when I went to see Terrifier 2, it was really it was like an older style theater. I was in Oregon, and like it was just really, there was like maybe like 5 people in the crowd. Like I was sitting at the top and looking down, and there was maybe like 4 or 5 people. And I remember the reason I saw Terrifier 2 was because I saw a clip. Yeah, I saw a clip, and I was like, what's going on here? I didn't know what it was. I really didn't. I was watching the clip, and it's of the forget the name of the character, but basically Sienna's friend that goes into the Terrifier with her, and goes into that bathroom that's all jacked up, and then Art pulls out the club with the nails and knives and everything in there and kind of beats her with it. That was like, that's what I saw. That was my introduction to Art the Clown. And I didn't really, I was watching it on my phone. I have no idea what this is. And then I figured it out. It was Terrifier. And I went to go watch it after that just to see. I was like, okay, if it's like this, I'm going to just kind of check it out, see what the buzz is all about.
What do you got there? Were you pouring something, or were you trying to show us something?
No, I was just saying this is a degenerate right here.
Oh yeah, he sure is.
Guy,
he's like, if this is what this is about, I love watching women.
Like, I watched the finale of these films to see if they're worth checking out. That's what I do. Here at Chuco's Powerhouse Cinema.
Yeah,
we check out the finale before we check out the films because we're Zoomers over here at Chuco's Powerhouse Cinema.
I'm that guy that comes into the theater just as the film's ending.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it was kind of. I used to work at a movie theater, and when we'd have to go clean them up, that's all you would catch is like the back end of the movie. Like you would just catch like the last like 2 minutes of it because you have to be ready to clean it and move on to the next one. So it was always kind of crappy whenever people would come out talking about like the whole film and then all you get is like the ending. So you know exactly how it's going to end if you're cleaning it. Luckily for me, most of the time I worked at the box office, so I didn't hear about anything. But one of the biggest complaints about working at a movie theater was that people would walk out and just completely spoil anything that was brand new, which, I mean, do I really blame them? Not really, but it does kind of suck.
My biggest complaint would be like getting cum in my hair. If I worked in a fucking theater, just like hanging out, getting cum in my hair.
I mean, that's a distinct possibility depending on which theater you're at, Davis. Yeah.
I didn't consider that would be your first thought of what would happen at a theater, but have you been keeping an eye? No one else has popped in the back as a special guest. Awesome.
No, I'm checking for special guests.
Hey, now.
No, you're stuck with me.
Frank has a fucking ghost behind him. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Which one?
It's that kid from 3 Men and a Baby.
It's wearing a green shirt with a flower on it. It's a fucking
the green
ghost
shirt.
if I've ever seen it.
The green shirt with the flower is the hippie chew symbol, and it's a Jason. It's a Jason cardboard cutout. And then he's wearing the hippie chew shirt because I was gonna put a.
Now, when you say Jason, what do you mean?
Like Jason Voorhees.
Who?
Oh, you've never heard of Jason Voorhees? Yeah, we have to watch Friday the 13th. Nagu recommends that we watch Friday the 13th, the movie.
Yeah. The movie.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll watch the third of it at the end, the finale.
Yeah.
See what it's like, and then I'll maybe watch the full thing.
That's a good idea.
Hey, spoiler alert, Davis. This is just for me who's caught the end.
What happened?
It's not Jason in the first one.
What first one?
That's what the first Friday the 13th.
There's a second one?
I don't know. Now I'm not sure. I need to find a TikTok that tells me.
Have you spoiled an entire franchise for me? Fucking shit.
All right.
Hey, listen. I'm sorry, Davis. All right. What can I say? Spoiler alert, I suppose.
Mo Raven says she'll be here in a bit. She's got to do her nails again. And Heathen says I'll be there in a mo. So I guess. So she'll be here.
Are we using mo?
Yeah, it's all relative to Mo. Mo Raven.
Okay. Yeah.
When she gets
so Mo
here,
is now a measurement of time.
That's right. Heathen will be
moment
at the approximate same amount of time.
All right.
You guys want to do mushrooms?
Do we want to do mushrooms?
I've got some.
I only have a very little amount left. I ate most of mine the other day.
Again, here in Texas.
I have these two giant
like cannot condone drugs.
I don't condone anything that's being said. I'm looking at the camera right now. I'm not looking at the stream right now.
It's
don't
just
do drugs, kids.
Oh, fuck. I was about to eat half of one. You almost had me.
Hey, listen, kids. Don't do anything that's... Nope.
All right.
We've lost control here at Chuco's Powerhouse Cinema, and we're just along for the ride at this point.
Don't be like Frank.
This is just a gummy bear. I was just kidding. Everything's a joke. This is
okay.
WWE.
Yeah.
I'm not just...
Yeah.
My granola has mushrooms in it.
The one that goes on pizza, guys.
What?
The one that won't get you banned from YouTube.
Yeah, that one that won't get you banned from YouTube and start have to restart the channel.
God, I miss Bog. You said pizza and it reminded me of Bog. Oh, I miss Bog.
Bring Bog back.
Bring back Bog.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what.
Care.
I got attacked. I got attacked whenever I said that y'all were gonna attack Bog. Bog whenever he didn't stick around. You attacked me. You attacked me, Davis, personally. Yeah, you attacked me personally.
We can go to the chat. We can go to the chat.
Yeah, I said from what I understand, and then everybody said,
you?
"Well, you understand." No, you didn't. Actually, you didn't. I don't think it was you.
Explain what had happened. No one attacked you. They were like, "No, Bog just left for this reason," and you're like, "Here's what I
used attack." No, yeah, I'm using attack facetiously.
You're like one of those Zoomers. You just you
probably
turn it into drama.
I took it personally.
Is that gonna be the thumbnail?
We gotta keep. Yeah, no, it's gonna be us like going at it for
Chuco's
like 10
Powerhouse
seconds.
Cinema. Trashes Davis on stream.
It's gonna be the short. It's gonna be the short that plays. Yeah.
Put that on the
we're using the. We're running fast and loose with the facts here.
So, what is everyone's go-to Christmas movie then?
Oh, bringing it back. Yeah.
I watched Elf last night. Elf is my go-to Christmas movie.
Mine is Christmas Vacation.
Oh, really? That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite.
Vacation's great.
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation. You know, I hadn't seen Christmas Vacation up until I think maybe 2 years ago. I really had never seen it. The National Lampoon's like Vacation or Christmas Vacation or anything like that. I had never seen any of them.
You watch the early National Lampoons, like the first 4 or 5. They're all very, very funny. And then there's like a ton of like, derivatives after that aren't quite as good. But the first handful are great.
I think it starts to fall apart around Vegas Vacation. They felt a lot cheaper then.
Yeah.
Which is what, like the 3rd or 4th?
4th one, yeah.
Hey, you want to see Olivia de Havilland's tits?
Who is that?
No,
I don't.
You already have.
I have. I mean,
you can share it in the server. Share it in the server. Yes, we do want to see them, just not on.
We've done this before.
Not on stream.
No, you don't want to do it.
What about you, Dave? Do you have a favorite or?
I like Home Alone a lot.
Yeah,
Did you see the Home Alone house is for sale right now for $5.4 million or something?
Is it really?
Yeah, I just watched a video this morning and they did like a tour of the inside. They showed the basement, the attic, how it's all redone and stuff.
Does it still have the traps?
No, I
would only buy it for the traps.
There's a half-size basketball court inside the house. I'm not even joking. It's crazy.
Whoa. What?
Half-size basketball court.
In the house?
Yeah.
Does it still have that horrible wallpaper?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like the kitchen's all redone. Everything's redone. Doesn't look anything like it did inside.
Yeah, that's good.
We're gonna start a MonsterFam GoFundMe to go get the house, and we're all just gonna, run wild in that house.
What we should do is find whoever goes in there. Hope it's a family, and they leave a child behind, and they'll play basketball with them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's no.
We're not here to kill you, kid. We're not here to steal your family's jewels. We're just here to play a round of basketball with you. Just your hero.
I've seen this clip of Family Guy of where they're spoofing Home Alone if it was real, and it's like, oh, be careful, don't hang onto the door handle too long. It was a little warm, and then there's ice there too, so just I guess don't go down there.
They just treated everything very like it wasn't as dangerous as it really is type thing.
It wasn't it.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know about the episode, Davis, because I only saw a clip.
You only saw a clip?
I only saw a clip. This is why TV ratings are plummeting.
Yeah, I was never really into Family Guy.
And
it's just clips, yeah.
Box office and such is plummeting.
I don't know about that substance. I've only seen clips.
I really had up until yesterday, and now I've seen a third of it. I've seen the back half or the back third of it,
which is a good part of it. But you missed a lot of the titties.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's talk about that.
Then it's okay. I mean, I missed it, so I won't be able to talk about
in the substance or of the year.
Yeah, of the year.
I don't know. Let's go with the year.
I just want to talk about tits and make Chuco uncomfortable.
We'll go with Margaret Qualley in the substance.
Chuco.
All right, we're doing it right. So Margaret Qualley's got great tits.
Yeah.
They weren't real. They were like fake. They were.
You think they were fake?
Oh, absolutely. If you can go read about it.
Go read about it.
I researched that shit.
I'll take your word for it. How fake were they?
They put prosthetic boobs on her because she's quite flat-chested. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Those are good. Those are good.
But the backside was real. So.
The backside was
real.
Can't fake that.
I suppose not. No. I
suppose not.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I don't know, man. I haven't seen any. What is it? I'm trying to think of a movie that I've seen this year that had anything. Was it Barbarian this year? That was interesting.
4 years ago. That was a long time ago.
That was like, yeah, my bad. You're right. That was a little while ago now.
Yeah, you're bad. You are bad.
What about Smile 2? Did you see that?
It was okay.
That one
I did see Smile 2.
Yeah, I did.
It was better than the first one, definitely.
All right. Fair enough.
I thought it capitalized off of it. Davis, did you see it?
No. Does it have any tits in it?
No.
It's a terrific question.
I didn't see it.
No.
Doesn't the monster at the end?
I didn't see it.
No, there's no boobs in it.
Not, I mean, like, I don't know. From the back third of the substance, pretty much like the monster from the substance, yeah. I think Smile 2 has that going for
I
it.
gotta get this call.
Yeah, we just left that old school phone, just
Yeah.
Buy the stocks.
Yeah, no.
Buy the stocks.
Sell it.
Here's a
Sell
question.
it all.
Here's a question for y'all. Where is Die Hard on the Christmas list for you guys? Is it on the Christmas list or is it not?
Let's have this.
He's trying to be so controversial, isn't he?
No. I'm just trying to spitball here with you guys because I know some people don't consider it Christmas and some people do. I haven't said either way. I mean,
All right.
maybe from
What's
my
your
intro
opinion
video,
on child sacrifice?
Is that a Christmas thing?
No,
Sometimes.
no, it's not.
Die Hard. I don't know. I haven't watched it in a long time. It takes place during Christmas or something, right?
Christmas Eve.
That's
So
right.
that's a Christmas movie, right?
At the Nakatawa.
Because why is Home Alone a Christmas movie? It's not like about Christmas. It just happens to be around Christmas or whatever.
No, it's got Christmas themes in there.
Sure, but
About forgiveness and whatnot.
yeah, you got to forgive and you got to get to their family and stuff or whatever. But Die Hard has like
child sacrifice
themes and like I don't know. That's all I got.
Yeah, it has getting back to your family for sure. Triumph over evil, perhaps. It takes place in Christmas Eve during a Christmas party. It has Christmas music playing.
Yeah.
Is this an obligation to talk about Die Hard as a Christmas? Is this an obligation for you?
Well, it's a new.
Yeah, I'm sponsored by Die Hard.
It's a new channel, so you have to have that episode out of the way. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my! I mean, we don't have to talk about. Die Hard.
I don't know if there's any more takes to have about that.
Yeah.
I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill. Right. Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie.
And okay, explain.
Well, it starts with Christmas music. It is set at Christmas time. When the fight at the end, there's a Christmas tree in the background.
Okay.
Right.
In the background,
it's a Christmas movie.
I've heard that argument before. That's it.
Definitely.
It's one of the arguments I've heard before. Not necessarily.
And Batman Returns as well. That's definitely a Christmas
Batman
movie.
Returns. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are obscure Christmas movies. Let's make an obscure Christmas movie list. Lethal.
What is it? The newest Spider-Man too. It ends during Christmas.
Iron Man 3, Christmas film.
Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3.
All Shane Black films are Christmas films.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think. Iron Man 3. Why Iron Man 3? I don't remember Iron Man 3.
All Shane Black films take place during Christmas for some reason.
Oh.
What was that one?
Okay.
With Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I remember that.
There you go.
Predator then?
We have a new guest.
Great.
Nice guys.
Here we go.
Who do we got?
Hi, Heathen.
Hey!
Ho, ho, ho.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Okay, it's
We were
two
just
British
talking about how
people
Die
there.
Hard's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I completely agree. Die Hard is one of my favorite Christmas movies, actually.
Yeah, same here. But Davis didn't want to talk about it. He said there's no more takes to have. I do have to apologize to Davis though, because I went back and watched Who Threw Hanger Out into the into the universe, and it wasn't Davis. It was KT, and Davis did indeed get blamed for it. I apologize, Davis. I want to go on the record here and say I'm sorry.
Thank you.
That's big.
Oh, it's on the internet now. You can never take that back.
No,
but we can clear. We could clear it up here. That was not Davis.
Yeah.
Because I saw the
damage
first 5
is
minutes
done.
of that.
The damage is already done.
Most of the
All I
audience,
can say,
they heard the first part. They didn't hear the retracement.
no, it's what is it? What's it called? Whenever journalists just put something out like a headline, and then they print the retraction later.
Traction.
And then
Like clickbait.
Clickbait, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Drag me down into the mud with your muck raking. But it's fine. Heathen, it's good to see you here. You don't look as tired as you
normally do
did last time.
It's a cool 5:30 here in the UK, so it's
We're like ready to go out for the night.
well, yeah, 'tis the season.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm on the glue vine already, so you know.
Oh, good for y'all.
Like I said, it's past 5, so it's totally acceptable. And it's Christmas, so you know.
Is John there with you?
It's past 5 a.m. too, so it's fine.
Yeah.
They never said what. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, as they say, and 5 a.m. is also 5 o'clock.
Amen.
That's our senior time correspondents over there at practice.
What about all the other countries? They feel left out now. But no, I'm curious, Davis, did you say you don't think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, or you just don't want to talk about it?
I just don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well that's fair enough. Okay,
people talk about it a lot. But it is a Christmas movie. Yes, you're right. Yeah. I'm not going to fight you on that.
Did I miss everyone saying what their favorite Christmas horror might be?
We really haven't done that. We spoke about general Christmas movies.
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas is your favorite?
Original.
Yeah.
Although I do have a soft spot for the 2006 remake.
I heard about that.
Yeah, two biggest fans here. So. Thanks, guys.
Christmas horror. I'm trying to think, Christmas horror. I don't want to be recency bias on it, so I'm trying to think.
I do have.
This thing doesn't take place on Christmas, but it's snowing.
Gremlins.
Yeah, Gremlins is a good one.
Gremlins is
what was that? Is that a cat?
It's Quentin Tarantino.
It wasn't mine for once.
Yeah.
Hello, Puss. It's like 80-mile-an-hour winds outside, and the cat actually dared to go out, so I'm sure he's quite windswept now.
He's just letting you know he's back now. He's like, I didn't get swept away.
He had to announce himself. Yeah, all right, Puss.
What were you saying, Frank, about Christmas horror?
I actually, it is a recent one. I've been like, one of my favorites is this movie Better Watch Out. I don't know if you've seen
Better Watch Out. No, I haven't.
So y'all should.
I've seen it. Yeah.
It's from like 2016, so it's not super recent. It's almost 10 years old now. Maybe I'm overdoing it, but it's it's a horror movie version of Home Alone. Like, just to spoil a scene, someone's head pretty much gets bashed in when he does the paint can swinging off of a thing. Like, some real gross shit happens, and it's like Home Alone, but it's a horror movie Christmas film, and it is very.
I mean, you've sold it to me.
Yeah.
We'll find out, I guess, on one of the episodes whether it lives up to its hype. But it sounds great.
Yeah, no, I don't imagine that you won't enjoy it. So I'm not worried about that. So yeah, we should definitely all, if you want to do an episode or something, we should all watch it in the server one day, and then y'all could run off and do an episode or whatever.
Yeah, sounds good.
Send me the back third of it, and then send me a clip of it. Yeah. And then I'll watch it. They were getting on me, Heathen, because I only saw the back third of The Substance yesterday because I jumped in late. So they were giving me a little bit of they were telling me I should just watch the back third of movies now, I think. Right? I think that's the consensus.
I mean
it's up to you.
I tend to find that actually is often the worst part of a lot of films. So jumping in there seems like not only are you getting all the spoilers, but you're missing the best bit. Not all films. Some of them have way too long a build-up, but a lot of them I find kind of actually peak in the build-up, weirdly enough. But you're still partaking more than I do because it's always at like crazy hours in the night for me. So as much as I'm like, ooh, that movie sounds really good, I wish I could like stay up for that. It's just yeah. I have yet to watch more than about 10 minutes of one. So
we do afternoon matinee movies. We've done those in the past. Like a 3 p.m. my time would be like 8 p.m. y'all's time or something on a Sunday.
Yeah. I have noticed that, and I tried watching it, but the thing is, I'm always editing on the weekends.
Yeah.
And I tried watching that in the background, but it recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Just do what I do and just sleep for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm like an old lady physically. Like I need my sleep, otherwise, yeah, things just don't happen. 4 hours.
Yeah, I like seeing what. Every time that I get up, like somebody's awake, and you know, that's what's cool about the chat for sure, is that somebody's awake at all different times. The other night, I forgot who sent the message where like the Americans are asleep.
It was me.
Oh, it was you? Yeah, I was like, yeah. Somebody's like, the Americans are asleep, and I'm like, we never sleep over here, guys. No, but yeah, it's yeah. Sometimes the show times are a little bit for me at least, they'll start while I'm still at work and I'm trying to jump in. So, for example, when we were talking to, what is it, XXXmas, I jumped in way late. I think I, again, caught the last like 15 minutes of the movie. I would have liked to have
started that at a more normal time, but Joe Bob ended up announcing an event that night. And so I figured it was going to be like, it was going to drain a lot of our audience. So I didn't want to like compete with it.
Boo, Joe Bob, boo.
Yeah, boo, boo. Why do you have
it was great for me.
We announced first. Who's copying? No, I'm just kidding. So that's the only reason.
That was definitely. No. Yeah, it was still a cool chat to watch. Davis got to talk to a witch, you know, and I was interested to see that interaction.
To her more about witchcraft.
Oh, Morrigan?
You.
Yeah, Morrigan. Morrigan the witch.
Morrigan. Me and Amy watched Waspzilla 2 days ago, which is one of her newer movies, and it's like so CGI, like a giant CGI wasp, and then when a body blows up, the person just disappears, and it's like a big blood blur. It was real bad, but titties,
like the Incredible Bulk, whatever it's called. This is that.
Does she have a CGI butthole in that one?
No CGI butthole in that one. That was quite the scene in Lost.
And Hesh was a body double.
I'm sorry, Heathen. I didn't mean to do that. Trying to make it I don't know, whatever.
As uncomfortable as possible.
No. I mean, it's one of those things, and we're rolling with it. We're live. It's like, you know, when it's live, it's live. You just roll with it at that point. You got to do what you got to do, I suppose.
It's also really cool now because both Hazy and Chuco, you guys are obviously in the server a lot since I joined, which was quite recently. But we've never actually coincided on a live stream, I don't think.
Mm.
So nice to, I guess, in a way, speak face to face.
I'm a very socially awkward person, so that's why I don't tend to come out too much.
No, I appreciate you guys coming out.
To the server. I know that much.
You have a good mixture of folks. Like to you know, Davis is definitely a stay-at-home person. Hazy's definitely you've mentioned, and then Bog was, but then you got someone like DeRay. I watched DeRay's Instagram, Rainbow Friend. She's all over. She's like at festivals and conventions and like parties, and then she's like, and so like we have a real unique, diverse. And then you have Nagu. You know, Nagu. it was gonna bring up Nagu, but he's one of the most outgoing, like popular dudes. Like he's out there like in classes and like meeting. He's sending us pictures of like his friends in India going to the movies and stuff, and like even he has his own little like awkward little weird life.
I know. For like about 8 years actually, I had a housemate that I lived with who was also from India and come over to do his degree, and he was living with us when he was working, and he used to just like reminisce with me and John about his youth in India, and it's all about like climbing mango trees and running away from police and stuff. And I was like, this sounds awesome. It's like a whole other universe.
That does.
That's what I imagine Nagu's life is. Just like hanging out with monkeys and just like climbing trees and shit. It's not like that. I imagine it's probably not like that.
Yeah, I mean, when's the last time you climbed a tree?
Right?
Me? Just a couple of weeks ago, I climb trees all the time.
Nice. I love
A
that.
little cold, but like, yeah, I climb multiple trees a year, definitely.
I fell
I'm
off
always
a
worried the
tree.
branches will break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
well,
that's
you
the
gotta be
thing.
careful.
It's like 10 years ago. I was drunk. I climbed a tree, fell off on my tailbone.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh, it was a horrible, horrible pain.
Yeah, I bet
It is one of the worst.
And
Immediate.
it was when I realized I'm too old to be climbing trees.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
sad.
falling off your trees is bad for your health for sure.
I've noticed that, and it is absolutely awful and gut wrenching when you realise that you are finally that old that if you fall over, you're just not going to get back up properly and brush yourself off. It's over. You're in bed for a week.
I mean, I remember I was a personal trainer for a bit, and as a weekly rotation thing, we all had to do a kids class for these very well-off kids who weren't used to getting scrapes and bruises. And honestly, it was the most I think it aged me 10 years every time I did one, because I was so scared that they were going to fall over. But then when I think about my childhood, I don't remember a single day when you didn't fall over like 10 times and get however many scrapes and bruises.
Yeah, I had some horrific cuts, like knee scrapes and shit. Like, I've never seen my daughter get some of the things I had. Like, and I'm like, it's like, because we baby him a little too much now. But I'm like, yeah, I always had cuts and bruises and shit.
Yeah.
I had to rub dirt on it.
Yeah.
I fell off a bicycle going really fast and got the corner of a brick in my cheekbone.
Oh gosh.
And it swelled right out. It was awful.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I mean, if
I
John
fell
were
off a
here,
bike myself.
he would take the cake, because he actually was officially pronounced dead when he was hit by a car once. And here he is now. He's actually off, teaching I think Kate Bush's album to some underprivileged kids on the kalimba. It's a very meaningful project he's working on.
That's cool. Wow, I like Kate Bush.
Yeah, me too.
She's great.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, what are you like snickering over there? I didn't say I like Kate's Bush.
Yes,
I said Kate Bush.
Yeah, we heard.
Yeah, see, they're setting me up again, Heathen. Do you see what they're doing? This is what they do. They make me the villain of this this server.
I feel like Hazy, as a fellow Brit, has more of an idea of what John is really up to. But I'm really glad, because I love Kate Bush. We've actually been listening to her a lot today.
She's awesome.
Randomly, favorite Kate Bush song, anyone?
Cloudbuster.
I'd accept anything except Running Up That Hill, just because that one's like everyone's go-to at the moment.
Played off.
Yeah, I got played off big time.
It was in Stranger Things, wasn't it? And then all the kids on TikTok, it's on every video. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Although I remember, actually, to be fair, my first experience of that song was on 80s SingStar when I was like 8 years old. So good memories.
My brother plays the Haley Westernoff doing Wuthering Heights a lot, and it's so
that is a great album.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I brought the conversation completely off topic.
What was the comment?
No, we're just spitballing here. Yeah, I'm not exactly the biggest Kate Bush fan, so I couldn't really contribute there. The only song I really do listen to is Running Up. Yeah, I've heard Running Up That Hill, obviously, just for the reasons y'all have said, but
yeah,
I don't really.
It's worth exploring, and I would say explore it with the videos, because the interpretive dance is quite unique.
Okay. Yeah,
that whole album, Hounds of Love, is a great album. She produced it herself.
So talented.
Anyway, Davis has these like levels. He's like unpeeling an onion. You didn't realize how deep you were. I did. Chuco didn't.
No. Davis surprises me every day. Every day I open up the server, Davis surprises me somehow. He's never ceased to surprise me.
It all sounds so bad.
I know, it's like the backhanded compliments. It doesn't sound nice at all.
It didn't sound nice. It was meant to sound nice. I'm sorry.
I'm curious, Chuco, what kind of music do you like?
It depends. Every once in a while, I'll throw on some Kid Rock. I like some. I like some rap. What's that now?
That was your first pick.
Kid Rock.
Yeah. Well, it's whenever you guys when you sent that when you sent that message this morning, where it's like, remember, we're going live in an hour. I was listening to Kid Rock, so that's why he came to my head. I was just, okay, I need to get going here. And so I'll listen to that. Most of it's just kind of like upbeat stuff. I like listening to rap music.
Like classic rap or newer stuff?
Newer, well, a little bit of both. I don't know if Kanye West is considered rap, but I'll throw Kanye West in there. Every time we put every time Davis puts and puts Y-E, that's why I send a picture of Kanye, because ye. So I'll listen to Kanye West a lot, actually. #1 artist on Spotify Wrapped. What's that for y'all? Do you guys listen to is it Spotify or Apple Music? Who was your #1 artist this year? Or you guys don't use that?
I am 40 odd years old. I still download MP3s. So.
It's a lot quicker nowadays, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's all on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah, I watch a lot on YouTube as well.
Yeah, I use Spotify because I don't pay for YouTube, but I've got Spotify. I hate adverts. It ruins the mood. You're like listening to your album all the way through, and then it's some advert with some shit song coming on. I'm sorry if that was considered swearing in America. But
no,
don't worry. We're past the swearing. We're past the swearing right now.
Heathen, let me give you some advice about the adverts on YouTube. Install uBlock Origin.
Seriously, okay.
Seriously, it removes every advert from your browser. You won't see it on YouTube, news sites, nothing. No adverts.
Okay. Well, everyone's learned something amazing because that's...
But you will have to encounter occasional tentacle porn.
Oh, well, that's okay. I tend to watch that anyway, so
it's all plus.
Exactly. Win.
No, but as far as editing goes, Heathen, you brought it up. How's that moving along? How are y'all doing with that? I'm always interested to hear more about you guys' project.
It's, you know what, it's a constant thing, and as my dad so charitably put it, a job that's not making you money is a hobby. But as someone who understands entrepreneurial sort of growth, it's the way it goes. And I think the hardest thing is just getting past that. There's this like, I don't know, I've been in the industry before as an actor, and even then it's impossible to sort of break in, and that's why it's all about who you know. Right. Because getting like into this vicious cycle, like as an actor, you always say you need to be on Spotlight to get jobs. You need an agent to go on Spotlight, and to get an agent, you need to have done work. So it's like somehow breaking into the cycle. And it's the same with this end of it being more on the producer side, because when you haven't got that, like the film industry is so hierarchical, and so much like when you're on set, it's like being in a third world country in terms of like who's on top, who's not worth their time, and all of this. And in the whole industry, it's still this kind of thing of like, if you're a name, it doesn't really matter if we think you're good or not. You're a name, so we'll give you like the time. Whereas when you're brand new in any aspect, I think it's, you know, difficult to show your talent if you haven't already got sort of a foot in the door.
That's right. Yeah.
And it's something we're actually trying to kind of tackle with this project. Like we're being super ambitious, I know, but I think we can do it. And if you don't try, you know, this is never going to happen. And we're hoping to give a lot of those sort of creative people who are so talented, you know, they can be all over the social medias or whatever, but they can't get into the industry, and just give them sort of their break as well, hopefully. But yeah, it's trucking along.
That's great. That's great.
No, that's good. And I say don't ever be discouraged. You guys are out there seeking it out, and I'm here. I'm a quiet supporter, if not a loud supporter, whenever I can be. But genuinely, I look forward to seeing it. Yeah.
All of you, I'm sure, actually. Thank you so much, guys. You know, that whole thing about like parents supposed to be like the supportive ones. I've really found the Discord group. You guys have been like the best.
That was the first thing you had written. Like you said something to the effect, one of the first days you joined, I went and found the Instagram, I found the Facebook. I was like, commented, you're like, you're more supportive than my parents.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. so that's funny.
No, it's awesome. It's such a supportive group, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these industries are like, they seem to be like these cycles of catch-22s. Like you just can't, work your way into them without being something that you're not. So it's a lot of it's pretending to be something that you're not before you're there. It's fucking strange.
Yeah,
I'm glad you brought that up. It's kind of something
it's
that's
a
been on my
pet
mind a
peeve of
lot.
mine. Like I've also worked as an actor on a film set, and I've worked as an actor in theatre in the West End. And luckily, one of my first experiences was the West End show, and it kind of set up for me as someone who'd come from Amdram as well. It's like there's this camaraderie, and there is no big versus small part. Like, don't get me wrong, Clive Owen and like Leah Williams and Anna Gunn got nicer dressing rooms than we did. Like, we had to climb a few more staircases, but apart from that, it's so much more like we're all together backstage and on stage. Whereas on the film sets, it's like it's actually quite shocking if you haven't been there before to just see the levels of who gets sort of, pardon my language, but their arse licked, and who kind of like, no, you only get the instant coffee, even though everyone around you gets the machine. It's just such a bizarre little world in its own thing.
Yeah, it's got its own class system to it. It's fucking crazy.
100%. Yeah.
But I think like you get to take a little bit more liberties being independent. I would assume. It's just that it's kind of like you go back and look at some of the stuff that's come out recently. I feel like you get to make your own creation. It gets to be truly yours. You don't have anybody in there trying to change something. You don't get these notes from whoever. I mean, I've never worked in the film industry, but I would say it's, I don't know, you get to really pursue your passion whenever it comes to doing it on your own. And I think that's something that's great. I know it does kind of suck not to be able to like jump into that system as easily, but I mean, there's something cool and artistic about being able to do what you want to do. At least in my point of view.
No, I completely agree. And we've come up against this previously. So I have managed to make some contacts who are sort of higher up in exec production and stuff. But whenever we have the meetings with them, the thing is, when you're putting money into something, you want your opinions heard, which is understandable. But I always liken movie making to like, you wouldn't go back and tell Picasso to change like his art. Like, it's a piece of art, and I think that's what it should be. And I think that's kind of the issue with the major film industry at the moment, is that there's so much money going into every production, like an insane amount of money, and all the people who are putting that money in, or who depend on that money, they are making executive decisions based on what they think is going to bring in the biggest like cash deposit. But a lot of the time that's actually ruining it for the audience who would want to see it, and it just makes it bland, and in the end no one likes it, and they lose a ton of money.
That's right. Yeah, it's like the machine
really
itself is broken. It's like the machine itself. Like there used to be like United Artists back in the 70s, with the New Hollywood. You had a production company that would be like that. I guess A24 is the closest thing that we have now. Probably Neon is in that group. So I guess what you have to do is try to reinvent the business itself. Is that not what you're up against?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know in some of the review shows that we do, we're brutally honest, and we have pretty high standards, and sometimes we do rip a movie apart. But for the like indie ones that fail, I will always respect people who have managed to bring something like this together, because it is such a huge task. 100%. And it really does take at least that one person with this just like unquenchable drive to see it through. That's and you'll get so many no's and so many people saying, it's a waste of time, you can't do it or whatever. But I no matter what the end product might be, in my opinion, I'll always respect people who've managed to do that. And it is reinventing the industry. It's going against all the regular rules. Yeah, absolutely.
You got to build it, because no one's going to give it to you. That's the truth of it all. But we're all here. We're going to support this effort of yours. and not ask
it should be a good
anything
movie,
from
so
you.
at least you guys will have an extra horror movie to enjoy.
And to enjoy it,
Random
we'll be able to have the actors and the directors in the chat while we watch it, as we aspire to.
And we'll tear it apart and we'll shit all
like,
over
are you
it.
sure that you even tried? Were you really trying when you made this? Because it doesn't really seem like you were trying.
Chuco will show up in the third half of it.
Absolutely.
What's going on in this?
This was great. I don't understand why everybody's tearing this movie apart. It seems great to me. The last 5-10 minutes of it. No. Anyway, I can offer my support for sure. Let me know.
Thanks,
I'll do my best.
Blood. They need blood. They need your blood. They need you to sell your blood.
I gotta hop out for a little bit because I gotta go check on my daughter and make a phone call real quick, and then hopefully Mo's hopping back in. Don't hop out because of my accounts. I'll be back in a little bit, but take me off stream for a little bit and enjoy the rest of y'all's conversation.
Keep him on screen. I want to see his.
You can do that. I don't give a fuck. Keep it. I just did it.
I don't know how to. I'm figuring it out. Here we go. Let me see.
I want to see that man. Oh, all right. I wanted to see if that green guy moved. That scary guy.
I can tell you he did not. He's still there, and he's creeping slowly towards the screen right now.
Keep us abreast of that situation. Speaking of keeping abreast of this situation, Heathen, I had nothing to say. I'm sorry.
That was it. You just wanted to make that.
Just making a
terrible pun.
Terrible joke. Just being a silly guy, I guess. What else? What else do we have to talk about?
I was going to say, speaking of ripping movies apart, it's a shame that Chuco and Heathen weren't here when Wigwolf showed The Wizard of Oz. That was a great night.
Like, we talking the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, this guy called Wigwolf. He remade The Wizard of Oz, and he showed it in the server, and it was awful. And we let him know that, and he got extremely butthurt over it as well.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, no, I wasn't there for that one.
Oh. No, we raked him across the coals for this horrible, horrible film. And the thing is, and this is why I did it, is because he was a self-proclaimed troll, and he was troll people all the time. He was a big, nasty troll. I'm a troll guy. And so when he showed this film, I was especially mean to him because he just delighted in trolling people. I was like,
kind of asking for it.
Yeah,
in a
exactly.
Weird way.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm also like, I'm that person. I can't I really am not a liar. I'm a very honest person, but I'm also naturally very diplomatic. I don't like to hurt people's feelings. And so if I were to watch something that I thought was crap, I wouldn't be able to sit there and say, oh, this is a great movie. But there's always ways to sort of get around that if you need to. Just
not for me.
Well, each to their own. No. And, some shit stories, I guess, are necessary, but just I'm not one of them.
You're right.
No, I was actually really impressed. I had never seen Davis talk about as far as film goes. Going back to the XXXmas stream, when you told the director hey, your movie is flawed, he seemed to get a little upset about it. But I was like, at least he told him. No. It was a joke. I don't know.
Yeah, he read that as a joke, I think. Right.
Okay, because I misunderstood the situation, because then he ended up leaving. And Frank said that his internet cut out, but I didn't know if he left or if he just kind of bowed out or.
You're reading into things.
Okay, my bad. I misunderstood. I'm not trying to cause drama here. I'm looking at it from what I saw.
Enjoyed it if that was the case.
That would have been funny.
It would have been quite.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a grown man getting butthurt and just leaving a server or defriending you or something.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah. No, I have a hard time doing that too. When I do my movie reviews, when it's something I really didn't like, I still have a hard time because you know how much work goes into it, but then at the same time, you know how much a studio might have replaced something or changed something that the director wanted to do with it. So I always I'm like, this wasn't really for me, but at the same time, I'm trying not to tear it apart too harshly, I guess. I do have a hard time with that. I'll be honest. If it's complete and utter
when it deserves
garb-
it, I have no qualms tearing it apart. I feel like these people need to know, like,
Absolutely.
it's just not, it's not good. And like, you're getting paid for this. You should be able to produce something worth watching.
Yeah, how do you not improve if you don't know where you're going wrong? You know.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
you can
for
still
sure.
do it in a constructive way if that's possible.
Yeah, Davis.
Frank in the chat is clarifying. He says there was no drama. LOL. Everyone understood the joke. Chuco. And then he,
I'm sorry.
And then
sorry. Hey.
And then he wrote underneath that. He says, "And consider this an attack."
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. All right. Attack recognized
on
and
your
accepted.
character, he says.
Well,
attack
Chuco's been
on
working on his gains, so I think he can ward off any attack, right? So
That's right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Focused. Focused. We're focused here.
Hey,
no.
he can ward off. Ward off.
Yeah, I made
if he's not watching now, that will be such a letdown.
Ward.
Yeah.
You gotta edit in some applause or laughter into.
Obviously, that deserved a reaction.
It did. It did.
It deserved something. You need a soundboard or something.
A boo, maybe.
You know what? I'm gonna hop off the stream and go get a soundboard. Come back, set it up, and then we'll have it all ready to go. So just hold it on the fort.
Play some Kate
exactly. Absolutely. No, we've been trying to make puns. I think. There you go. Finish it off, Davis. No. We need the performance now. You gave us the teaser. I got the clip. Now I need the rest of the movie, Davis.
I thought someone had actually played the song then. That was so spot on.
That's good. It was the key. I got the key right.
Davis is the songbird of his generation.
It's poetic. I love it. What about you, Heathen? Do you do any I call you Heathen all the time. Karen,
technically.
Karen. Do you do any singing?
You know what? Not
put you on the spot.
Not really, but funnily enough, I did have to in that West End show. So I guess.
What was it? What was that show?
It was a Tennessee Williams play, The Night of the Iguana. I don't know how into theatre you guys are. It's quite, yeah. I mean, Tennessee Williams is obviously really well known if you study like English or anything like that. But yeah, it was like a 3-hour long,
really
emotional shitstorm for the main actors. But I was just a small part, so I got to kind of like jump in and out and just sing and have fun. So that was cool.
What character did you play?
You know what? This is a character. Anyone watching? I had to play a Nazi girl on holiday in Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Now we need the pictures.
I'll get them in the Discord at some point.
I'll make them.
And it was actually with have you guys seen Breaking Bad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know his wife, Anna Gunn.
Yeah,
she's an American actress. Yeah, she was in the play, and she was.
Oh wow.
She was so lovely. Honestly, I think she was one of the nicest cast members. So yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, she was in Deadwood. I loved her in that.
Oh, Deadwood's great. Yeah,
she's great.
She's such a great actress because like in her role in Breaking Bad, why do you not like? She's reasonably upset with the situation, and I've never heard anybody like talk about her in a positive way in that show at all.
Yeah, they don't like her in that show.
No, she gets a lot of like personal hate for it as well, which is funny. Like I never get it when people don't understand that a role is a role, and you know that if you're good at it, that makes you a good actor, not like just playing yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, she does very, very well in Breaking Bad. I've gone to see some of the sets of Breaking Bad there in Albuquerque, and it's really cool. It's kind of surreal to go and just drive around there. And then you go down to Old Town Albuquerque, and they have like a Breaking Bad store, and so you get to see some of the props and like the actual costumes and stuff that are worn there. I really enjoy Breaking Bad. And Better
I
Call
would rather
Saul
have
too.
that than what we have in England, which is the Harry Potter studios. But you know, we get what we're given.
Yeah. Yeah. Breaking Bad is pretty cool. That's the Chuco's Powerhouse review of Breaking Bad. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Chuco's seen the last season.
I absolutely
seen the last season.
I absolutely hate Harry Potter, and the main reason I hate it is because it makes Americans think that we all sound like that. Everybody in England sounds like that.
Do you know what? John absolutely hates it, and to be fair, he's a decade older than me. So when it came out, I was about 6 years old, and he was about 16. And I do think they're kids' movies. So like, if he did like it, I'd be a bit concerned for him. But like, I was watching it with my girlfriends for a mini Christmas the other day, and we were all making fun of like the way Hermione was speaking. And then I turned to them, I was like, do you know what? We really can't make fun of her because we speak exactly the same as her.
Yeah, same southern accent. Yeah.
Yeah, like estuary, London.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, it's still fun. Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Yeah. And because I'm from the north of England, everybody says, "Oh, you sound like a Game of Thrones character." Norfolk Wow.
Yeah, no.
Well, judging from that SNL skit of Oasis, I mean, as much as I love American TV and comedy, you know, the distinction of accents of the UK dialects is abysmal.
It's true.
Yes. I can go 9 miles and the accent will be completely different.
Yeah. I actually read a history on the English language, and it did say that even to this day, England is the country with the most different dialects of English, which is kind of crazy when you think how huge America is and how each place has its own accent. And yet apparently England still has... Sorry, that's really nerdy. I know I like that kind of info. I didn't know if that's anyone else's kind of bag, but you know.
But you got the Gaelic and the Welsh in there, and it just makes this hodgepodge of people trying to get or understand each other. Makes some weird sounds coming out of their mouths.
Hey, I don't know what I'm off to shop.
What was that, Hazy? I didn't catch that.
Oh, you see, by gum love, I'm off to shop.
Davis, can you translate that one? I've missed that.
Yeah, his mom's in pain, a lot of pain. So
hello, dear. I'm going to the shop.
Oh, so she got to go.
Oh, now I get it.
Hey, by gum off the shop, love.
No, I got you, Hazy. I've been here long enough to understand.
Keeps it red with a water bottle.
Oh man, yeah. No.
There's been a murder.
There's been a murder. There's been a murder.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun, guys. But I do actually have somewhere to go. I didn't just dress up for the live stream. I'm sorry, but it was
okay.
an
We understand.
pleasure, and I hope you guys have a continued festive, fun conversation.
Enjoy it.
Thanks for stopping by, Heathen. We appreciate it.
Yep, it's good to see you.
See ya. Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Oh, that girl's a sweetheart. Tell you what.
She's really nice. She's like really, really nice. Yeah.
And now it's a sausage fest.
Yeah.
That's just 3 dudes talking about how great that girl is. All right. Whatever.
No, I'm looking forward to seeing their film when it does come out. I've been interested in it since when I found their channel, I didn't realize they were making a movie. I just found them talking. I think I found one of their episodes of I Know What You Watched last week. I think that's what the title of their show is. And I really enjoy it. I like the back and forth of it. And then I found out they were making a movie. And they were nice to invite me to it.
I believe the movie's called Heathen. I think that's where the name comes from.
It is.
Yeah.
No, so Frank's.
But I like calling her Heathen.
I should see if they can get me an acting job.
There you go.
28 years later, turn me down. Maybe they'll take me on.
Should.
You can be the killer.
Put you in a sort of latex bodysuit.
Do it. Tusk me up.
How are you guys feeling about the trailer of 28 years later? Everybody thought Killian was going to be that zombie. They're like, oh, he didn't make it. and then now it's come out that no, that's not him. They had to spoil that quick, I guess.
That is how you make a trailer.
Yeah.
It didn't give too much away. It just hinted at little things enough to make you think, wow, I really want to go see this and find out what that was,
Yeah.
Nothing like the American edited trailers where they show you literally everything.
Well, no,
you coming down on America?
No, I love America.
That's what it sounds like.
No. I love America. I'm an honorary American, but your trailers are off.
I don't know. I took that as a personal attack.
No, okay.
No, you're right. They suck.
They do suck.
Terrible.
Yeah, we gotta avoid trailers here because they suck so bad.
Yeah,
you really do, man. I forgot which trailer was just. Oh, Abigail, the movie Abigail that came out this year. I really think it would have been done very well if they had just hit the fact that she was going to be, spoiler alert, a vampire.
Yeah.
In the trailer, if you had gotten that whole From Dusk Till Dawn kind of twist, it would have been pretty crazy.
Well,
Trailer of Abigail spoils that she's a vampire. Yeah, if they'd have kept that quiet, you spend like the first 45 minutes wondering what's going on, and then all of a sudden, vampires.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
No,
Dusk Till Dawn,
exactly.
right?
From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, that's like a fever dream of a movie for me, because I remember when I was a kid walking in and seeing that movie and not understanding what was going on at all.
We got smelly pussy, wet pussy.
Yeah, no, literally zero knowledge of what was going on that situation. But I think I even walked in during the twist, so I didn't understand. I was a kid, so I didn't get what was going on. You see Tarantino and George Clooney just talking about. You're muted, Frank.
Since you were a kid, you've been walking in on the end?
Yeah, no, I walked in on the twist, not on the end.
Okay, well, you walked in on an extremely important part.
Yeah, one of my most distinct memories of that movie was walking and seeing them shift into vampires. Like I seen, I forget what's his name. What's the name of the character? But yeah, just seeing his face completely change. Like he looks down and looks right back up, and he's a vampire.
Gecko.
It might have been Gecko.
I know the last name was like the Gecko brothers or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember his first name.
I don't know, but I know Tom Savini's character for sure. Like I remember seeing him like hiding his teeth. You know, I remember that very distinctly as a kid, just seeing him like hide his teeth and then hide his hands. And that was like what I walked in on. And then I went back and watched it again, and I was like, oh, this was a pretty. I'm pretty sure this caught everybody. This just kind of blindsided everybody when it came out, depending on the trailer. I don't know what the trailer was like for that one, but
I don't think I ever saw the trailer for it.
What are you talking about?
No.
From
Dusk Till Dawn, the switch from just like kind of being like a heist and trying to escape to Mexico, then turning into a complete just gore vampire film out of nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't see the trailer for it, so.
No.
But I knew what it was going to be, so it's kind of spoiled.
You knew what it was going to be?
Yeah, I probably read some articles about it because I was really into Tarantino at the time. I guess I'm still
at
into
the time?
Tarantino. Yeah.
Everybody loves Tarantino.
Okay.
Everybody our age loves Tarantino.
Yeah. Can't get away from
he's
that.
the one that really got me into it. Yeah. He's the one that got me into movies for sure. Tarantino was a pretty big part of why I started really trying to dig into movies a little bit more. I actually last year, I think it was the movie that got me to start a channel was Iron Claw. I think that was was it A24 that released the Iron Claw?
Oh, is that the one with Zac Efron?
I believe so. Yeah, where he's a wrestler. He's playing one of the.
Yeah.
It is the Iron Claw.
Did you guys check that one out?
Yeah, it's a good one.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zac Efron's great in that. He's great in everything.
Even Twilight.
17 again, Davis.
Yeah, he's good in that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those people that for sure, like this, not to joke or anything, I think he's really grown as an actor. Like he had to break out of that High School Musical kind of thing for a while, but then once he did, man, he's just been good in everything. He's got a pretty good range too. He's been in some comedies, he's been in some dramas.
He's smart.
He does a pretty, You know who I don't think gets a lot of credit Sam Rockwell. I always think Sam Rockwell's just kind of like hidden on a lot of his movies, but anything that he's
doesn't
been
get
in
any
for me,
credit? You think he does?
No, not that he doesn't get any credit, just that he doesn't get like as much credit as I think he deserves personally.
One of the
kind of
most
underrated.
highly regarded character actors of his age.
He's absolutely fantastic in The Green Mile.
Yeah, it's great.
No,
in everything.
He's great in everything. I agree.
Have you
but
seen Moon?
Yeah, I've seen Moon. Moon's good.
Oh,
Moon?
Moon's
No,
so
I haven't
good.
seen Moon.
Directed by Duncan Jones.
Yeah, it's got Kevin Spacey in it.
Yeah, his voice. It's a good
Speaking
movie.
of Kevin
Check it out.
Spacey, Moon.
The third half is even better.
Hey, listen.
Third half.
The third half. I wasn't gonna say anything. You brought it up, Frank.
The 7/4.
The 7th,
The
4th.
7/4.
7/4 of the movie is amazing.
So good. if you fold the movie in half and then bend it back and then watch it from there, dimensional movie watching is on another level that
It's
you
like
can't
watching
even
Tenet.
possibly perceive.
Yeah, it's like like I said, did you guys watch Tenet? Christopher Nolan's Tenet?
No.
Yeah, I watched it backwards.
I heard it was awful, so I avoided it.
I'll be honest. I saw it in the theaters, and I didn't get it the first time around. But you watch it again, and you start trying to kind of like piece it together. It was kind of hard for me to follow the first time around. I understood it, but at the same time, like I had to walk out and kind of like debrief with myself about that one. I was just trying to figure it out. Which I mean, it's a fun experience to do that. At least for me, I like kind of trying to understand what was going on with that. But I was thinking about that on the way to the stream today. I was thinking about Tenet for some reason, and it was one of those that was kind of
because you were driving backwards through a fucking Christmas parade.
Yeah, I had to run, man.
Why am I doing this? Oh.
Everybody was really confused too. I mean, they were confused. They were asking, "Why is that guy driving backwards?"
Yeah. Like this movie doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And my child just got ran over. Is that dark?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a.
We'll bring it back.
It got a little.
We'll bring it back.
That's all that's been on. That's all that's been on the news in Europe since it happened. It's just wall to wall that coverage.
Yeah, I heard a car ran into people.
Oh yeah, Christmas market in Germany. Yeah.
But in particular, I heard that it was just a car, and that there was no person in control of the car or something.
A car driving another car.
Yeah, that's how I understood
it. There was a Syrian gentleman in the car.
Oh, there was a human driving the car. Whoa, I didn't know how to talk about that.
Careful. We don't want this stream to go down.
Yeah.
Cars drive cars into people. That's it. That's all we know about it.
Sometimes. Yeah, I suppose so. Like cars just drive themselves.
Yeah, they do now, actually.
Suppose. Well, they do actually. Yeah, certain cars. Do you guys see a lot of that where you're part of the country? Because I still haven't seen a lot of those cars that drive themselves.
I don't look over into cars that are next to me. I feel like that's invasive.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know if someone is driving it or not.
Don't you ever look over and catch someone in the middle of picking the nose?
No. I don't look over at people while I'm driving. That's crazy.
No. Frank just drives. He's got the blinders on.
Get the fuck away.
Frank has an opaque black spray paint can, and he sprays the inside of his windshield, so he can't even look out.
Absolutely.
I'm not. Yep.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing, Coco?
The cat has risen.
Absolutely. No. But yeah, I haven't seen too many of those. I started seeing more of the cyber trucks, which are
They're all around me. Those things are everywhere. I see them freaking multiple times a day.
They're ugly.
No, I think it's a big thing where we're at. I mean, I've seen like two, maybe
a lot.
Like two driving around.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think that's made it to where I'm at yet.
That's mean.
Is he flipping off a cat? Is that what he's doing?
She's mad at me now.
She's mad.
Oh, he's giving the cat the bird.
My computer's going down.
No, that's me.
Nice desk, Frank.
Nice what?
Nice desk.
Oh, thanks.
Are we just in your basement? Is that where we are?
We are in my basement, yes.
Cool.
Here in my garage.
Nice.
Check out my Lambo.
Where in your? What's that now?
You don't know that here in my garage meme?
No, I don't.
Oh.
No. Went over my head. I didn't catch the clip of that one. It'd be like that sometimes, I suppose. Bringing it back to Home Alone.
Love it. Let's bring it back to Home Alone.
No. Is there any horror movies
What do you think?
are
What do
looking
you
forward
think the problem with Kevin was?
What do you think?
What do you
Dad did for work?
Yeah.
How did he afford that house?
Oh.
And the nice jacket and lots of money and to pay for his whole family to go to France.
In the novel that they wrote, the mother is a fashion designer, and that's how they found the house.
Was the novel written based on the movie, or is the movie based on a novel I had never heard of?
The novel was based on the movie.
I think they were into devil shit. And I think they hired the collector to come and take that boy and to extract adrenochrome from him through fear. I think that whole film was just trying to get Kevin as afraid as they could, so when they cut him open and drank his blood, they could become eternal servants of the Dark Lord. It didn't work out though. Thank God.
No, Kevin was ready for that. I think he saw the signs, he saw the writing on the wall.
Well,
he decided, you know what?
He had the living Jesus like right next door, the old man.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, the old man.
That's right. And he had the shovel, which was basically a cross.
How do you like my bolo tie?
I love the bolo tie.
Yeah,
hey, I rock a bolo tie. Yeah, that's nice.
Nice.
Now, what do you guys think about the theory that Kevin McAllister grows up to be Jigsaw from the Saw franchise? Have y'all heard that one?
Just now?
Yeah.
Just now? Breaking news?
Yeah.
We don't TikTok, so you're our TikTok correspondent. Is that what they say on TikTok?
I don't.
Kevin McAllister's Jigsaw?
No, I read that somewhere on like I was reading like a list of like fan theories or whatever, and one of them is that Kevin McAllister grows up to be Jigsaw, and because because of all his elaborate schemes.
That's about it.
Oh, that's it.
No, because the Wet Bandits came into his house and he started inflicting violence that it got in kind of like put into his brain, and as he grew up, he became an engineer, and then he just kind of like tapped back into the violence and like seeking it out. And so he goes after victims after that. Yeah, that was one of the theories. It was pretty.
When did he get cancer?
I don't know. In the events of Saw, I suppose.
You think they would have brought that up? Like maybe he got it in New York when he was in New York.
Oh, when he was lost in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah. When he
maybe he got AIDS.
Maybe.
It's possible. I suppose.
There's a lot of dark places in New York for a child who was alone.
He's walking around by himself. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Again, a sequel I saw before I saw the first one. I saw Home Alone 2 when I was a kid, before I saw the first Home Alone. Yeah, that is a true fact. So
you didn't even know about his next door neighbor?
No, I didn't. I genuinely did not know anything about. Like I had seen.
What's his thing in the
like
second one? The old lady with the birds.
Yeah,
with the birds. Pierce Morgan.
Pierce
Morgan.
Pierce Morgan, and there's a
meme that compares.
Running gag.
They look alike. It's like him with a wig.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's a thing. Chuco's not making it up.
Thanks.
Is that what they say on TikTok these days? Pierce Morgan looks like the bird lady in Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
Wow, this lady. This is a fucking crazy world. I tell you what.
I don't know how true it is, but he's gone on the record to say that's not me. Is that true? Like he had to actually go out and say that because people kept mentioning it to him?
I don't know about all that. I didn't, but that's funny if you had to. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Everybody says it happened, so it happened.
Are we just blindly just gonna say that? Yeah, independent fact checkers will will let us know, I suppose.
He's another disgraced celebrity that we shipped off to America with Russell Brand and James Corden.
Yeah.
Y'all just shipped them over here?
Yeah, when we're done with them and then we get sick of them, we just ship them off to America.
We have not forgiven you for James Corden.
No, I don't blame you either, to be fair.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't
What's
blame
that
you.
guy's problem?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Had to put him in every musical. I don't know why, but he was in every musical. Why?
Did they think that we like that?
I don't know.
Like, what kind of things did he witness that gave him the keys to the American kingdom?
No,
I don't understand it.
Yeah, no idea. But he's very disliked in England, so
I'm glad
we've got that going.
Yeah, I don't think he's enjoyed very much in the United States either.
No.
Yeah.
he just appeared
don't
one day,
think so.
and everyone was like, "Oh, he's in the back of a car singing with celebrities. Let's watch him." We're like,
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Karaoke.
That's where he
Right?
got pretty popular. That's where I started seeing him was like in the what is it, carpool karaoke or whatever.
Yeah.
That's where I started seeing him pop up, and after that, he started showing up in movies, and not
That's
a
a
fan of him.
psyop if I've ever heard one. They're like, put him with all the celebrities, and then he's famous.
"Yeah, seems like it."
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Maybe
a way
white-
in to that Catch-22 system that we were talking about, is just singing karaoke with some celebrities and not actually driving the car.
Yeah.
We'll let,
simple.
Yeah,
We'll let
I
Heathen
saw
know.
that. I did see like a behind the scenes, if you will, of the car being towed and them just pretending to be driving and singing along.
Mhm.
Shocking.
Everything
Yeah,
is a
they are
lie.
not.
It's all a fucking lie.
It's everything you know.
This is all
Yeah.
set. This is all fake.
Yeah,
Everything.
this is
not the
green
problem.
screen right here for sure.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm not really King Cobra.
Hazy's AI.
I am.
Wait, what?
Yep. Beep, boop, beep.
I will say, until Nagu popped up, I thought he was AI, man. I really did. I was
What
trying
makes
to.
you believe any of what happened the other day was real? That was like that was some like Sora video AI. He was like, my parents are asleep. We couldn't even get him to like, that's not the real Nagu.
No.
That's like simple, because Nagu talks so much more eloquently and like a little bit more with a little bit more IQ in the chat. That was what the video was capable of doing. It was baby talk because the
It was
video
just double.
wasn't quite as ready yet, and so that was
Right.
definitely still AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
There's too
do we
much
call him-
compute
is that-
power. There's too much
Oh,
compute
go ahead, Davidson,
power.
sir.
It's too much compute power to have him speaking intelligently and to see him physically.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm.
That's how computers work.
We
Saw him last night. Did you know that?
Where
at Ward's dirty basement. He
what did
appeared.
he put on his video?
Ward had the permissions for video enabled for him to pop in, and he walked around his house. It was kind of fascinating.
Was it a nice?
You were
place?
really gunning for that. I know you were gunning for that for him, Nagu. What? First of all, hang on. Before I keep going, do we just call him Nagu, or is that what he asked to be
Not
called? Is that his
Nagraj
nickname?
is his name, and he said I think what originally happened was like he said his sister called him Nagu. I was like, what can we call him for short? I believe I think he said his family called. This is something that he told us. We would have called him Nagy to make fun of him at first, but I think Nagu was some sort of term of endearment.
No, yeah, for sure. I was just making sure that I'm saying it the way I guess he wants to be called is Nagu.
Patricia calls him rapist. So
yeah, that's probably the worst thing he gets called, but I don't think he's really rapist.
Patricia really like that.
Donna something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've only interacted with her a couple of times, I think.
She's she likes to stay pretty private nowadays, which is very important.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's HR. So
she's
if you have any complaints about anybody's character or how they behave in the server, you just talk to her. Yeah.
There's that or Donna.
Are you being for real, or are we joking around?
Yeah.
This has been the lore for many years that she's HR. We don't really. I mean, there's no we don't pay her for this service.
Well, no, I'm aware.
You can at her at any time and give her your complaints about the server, and she'll take it seriously.
Oh yeah.
Does she have like permissions to kick people, or is that why we call her HR, or no?
Yeah, all of us. Anyone, a bunch of people have permissions to kick people. We never actually do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
They just leave.
oh,
Yeah, we would never actually have to kick them out. They understand after a little while they're not welcome.
right on. No, I did notice the other day that the bog gulag is officially closed. Is it closed for repairs or until we get a new bog?
Until we get a new bog.
Yeah, someone will take over.
Yeah, we'll get a bog.
Right,
It's like the universe like up in different ways. Like it's like the energies. Bog was just one energy manifesting itself, and someone will manifest itself in Bog's energy again.
Yeah, it'll be a weird one.
It'll be super weird.
So does it have to match the energy he brought to the server to take over the bog?
No.
Can't match it.
Yeah. Now
you'll probably need like 3 separate bogs to create one bog that we had.
It was intense.
I don't know.
It was real intense.
Yeah. I kind of wish I had seen what you got, because I only know it now because of y'all's lore of him. I talked to him maybe a couple of times in the server before he left when I joined up. So now I just go off of what you guys said that Bog he's more of an idea than a person to me at this point.
He's like the Force, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a special. We've got a new special guest to join up, guys.
What do we got?
And Davis, you'll be happy. You'll be able to defend your honor here.
KT,
welcome.
Fucking KT.
Yeah, I'm late. I know.
All right, tell us your favorite Christmas movie.
Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Home Alone, probably.
Nice.
There you go. Now that you're here, Kate. Oh, go ahead. I didn't hear your friend
talking about Home Alone. Chuco, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I apologize to Davis, but now I have to put you on the spot about it. Going back and rewatching the film.
This guy.
You threw out Hanger. I checked the tape after reviewing. At halftime, what actually went on is that you recommended Hanger, and it wasn't Davis. So I have to go ahead and just now that you're here, apologize to Davis and put it back on you.
I'm not apologizing.
Yeah, you don't have to apologize. The lore goes back further than that. It goes way back further than that. He was going to play Hanger one night, and and I guess he saw it beforehand, and he said, "There is no way I'm playing this for the group. There's no way." And I hounded him for weeks. I was like, "What are you gonna play Hanger? What are you, a fucking pussy? You think we're a bunch of pussies? You fucking pussy? Let's play this goddamn film." And within the first 5 minutes of watching it, I'm like, "Oh God, what have I done?"
The first time I watched it, I didn't make it all the way through. I think I had like 20 minutes left of it, and I turned it off. But
you got 20 minutes into it.
Davis, did you do more or less than I made it?
Oh, what? You dipped real quick when I played it a couple of weeks ago. It was like his first week here, and you stayed for like 3.5 minutes. You're like, what? We're like, bye.
Yeah, no, man.
I'm never gonna watch it again.
No, not
time. With my eyes like taped like this.
You can still hear it though, too.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I played a film about 2 weeks back. It made Davis nope out.
God, what was that one?
Yeah,
the one of the boy fucked his mother.
Yes.
The Nazis made him fuck his mother.
Yes.
What?
I was like, no.
That's
they tie the mum up and then they pump the kid full of drugs so he's all like hypersexualized and then make him fuck his own mum.
What? That's a movie?
Yeah, it's called Home Alone 3.
Oh my God.
Just the third half of it.
Just the third half. Oh yeah. Didn't they go? They tried to remake Home Alone, didn't they, with some other kid, or is it just Home Alone 4? That is just
Home Sweet Home Alone. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard that was terrible. I didn't even touch that. I didn't touch that movie at all. Like I heard it was god awful. Like 1% god awful.
Let's go back to the one that Hazy was talking about. What was that film called? With the Nazis?
The torture or the torment or something. The tortured,
the torment,
something like that. Yeah,
probably. It felt like torment. And
yeah.
Who writes up your show notes afterwards? Chuco, you're gonna write up show notes and like link to all these things?
There you go. Have AI.
I didn't. I've never done it before. How do I even do that? Yeah, you can explain that to me.
That's actually there should be a after you're done there will be like a sidebar where you can see everything we've said. There'll be like a chat transcript or whatever, and then you can literally put that into an AI and ask it to like give you the highlights. It shouldn't even be that hard.
Right on. Yeah.
That sounds like something that you can do, Frank.
Yeah, absolutely. Chuco should learn. But I am.
No, yeah, I'm trying to learn. Yeah, it's been interesting to see. Like when I say earlier, I know Davis thought I was taking a dig at him, but when I say he never ceases to like show me something new about Davis, it's like a lot of that AI, man. I'm kind of blind to it. So whenever we start seeing some of the stuff that Davis is putting out there, I'm always kind of like, what is going on here? I don't even know. It's pretty interesting to just to experience it. I've seriously on the day to day, I don't know much about like how AI is progressing or anything like that. I'm out of the loop with it.
It's hard to be in the loop on these things. It's always changing.
Yeah,
it's moving fast.
Yeah,
why is Davis posting pictures of Gadget getting fucked by a capybara?
Those Flesh Easter posters are amazing.
Yeah,
yeah.
They're all rare.
Yeah,
one of a kind.
Rare Dorothy's.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, the Dorothy thing. I don't know what that is. What was that character? What's that now?
Dorothy Gale from Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I know who Dorothy Gale is. Yeah, but I don't know what the.
I don't know what your fascination with her is. You fucking
yeah, precisely. Yeah, precise. Whoa! You said that last part. I just said I don't know what the fascination is with Dorothy Gale. What about speaking of Dorothy Gale? What about the Munchkin hanging from the ceiling in the original Wizard of Oz? You guys heard about that one? Have you never heard of that, Davis?
Oh, is this some film lore shit?
Was this on TikTok
again?
Yeah.
No. What is the impression that I'm on TikTok? I'm not. I'm on. Like I have a TikTok, I suppose, but I'm never on it. You can check the last time I posted. I don't even know. Like that's part of Chuco's Powerhouse Cinema.
Being a little bit defensive.
Never really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
well,
backing up.
It's like I get thrown into the Tide Pod thing. We've had this conversation before. Frank.
Wait, did you eat Tide Pods before you started this live stream?
Eating Tide Pods.
No. I'm just trying to separate myself from the Tide Pod crowd, man. I didn't eat any Tide Pods.
Separate the whites from the colors before we do our. I'm reading between the lines here, Chuco.
I think you're doing what you. Okay, so Home Alone.
Someone's been banned.
No, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. What were we even? I don't even know what we were on about before that now.
Home Sweet Home Alone was a good movie, and your whoever told you it wasn't is a fucking fool. The newest Home Alone, like my daughter loves it. It has the brother in it from the first.
Buzz.
Right.
Buzz.
Oh, that's right. He's like a police officer now, right, or something like that.
Buzz.
Right.
So it's not really a remake. It is like it's like one of these like horror sequels that they make where 20 years later, where it's like we're ignoring all of the sequels, and this is the third Texas Chainsaw Massacre now, and so it's like the third Home Alone.
Oh,
although
so they ignored the Scarlett Johansson one.
Say that again.
They ignored the Scarlett Johansson Home Alone. Is what you're saying?
The third one. Yeah.
I haven't
Hey,
seen
what if Scarlett Johansson was ever Home Alone?
Oh, there's a redhead in one of them. I think it's the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt girl or something. Yeah. Okay.
No, it's a kid. It's another little boy, but he is a redhead. You're right.
Okay.
That one wasn't terrible. That Home Alone 3. I think it's Home Alone 3.
Yeah.
It's not awful. I mean, it's not on par of 1 and 2. We don't have Donnie T escorting Kevin McAllister through the Plaza Hotel, but you know.
It was the last one to be released theatrically. Was the third one.
You know, YouTube is always clamoring for more Home Alone content. So you should go ahead and change the name of this stream. Chuco's Holiday Hangout.
Home Alone Hangout.
Home Alone edition.
Listen,
Talk
David,
about all the
you
films.
steered us from Die Hard. You steering us from Home Alone. We steered from Bad Santa.
I'm not steering you away from Christ. I'll tell you that much.
That's
You spent like 2 minutes on Bad Santa.
That's like the
we
best
did. I know.
so far, most.
What was that, KT?
It's like the best one you mentioned so far. It's better. It's more of a fun watch than Die Hard. Bad Santa.
Which one?
Bad Santa.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. We touched on Bad Santa for a good 30 seconds of the stream. You know.
What part of it?
The fact that Davis hasn't seen it, so now we can't talk about it. Okay. Now we can. On that note, now we can. No. We were saying Davis hasn't seen Bad Santa, but I really enjoyed it. That's why he's on the thumbnail. He's like pissing himself, and it's just like, Jesus, man, you're pissing yourself. You used to be beautiful or something like that. You're getting worse every year. Yeah, no. What's your favorite part of Bad Santa, or what's your experience with Bad Santa?
It's all the little things, like when Bernie Mac's eating the orange, and that kid always asking him if he wants a sandwich, and that wooden pickle so weird.
No, I forgot about the sandwich. That's true. He's always like, "Let me fix you some sandwiches." He's like, "What is it with you and sandwiches?" Yeah, no, I really enjoyed. I have to rewatch the sequel because I haven't seen the sequel in years now.
Fucking should watch them later.
For sure.
You want to stream some Bad Santa tonight?
I'll stream some Bad Santa tonight.
Yeah. Make it happen.
Right on. You heard it here first. Chuco's Powerhouse Cinema got Hazy to get
content. Exclusive behind
the scenes. No, but yeah, no, as far as other Christmas movies go, as far as that goes, I'm trying to think of another one that I really enjoy. I like Elf, but I feel like everybody else is like, it sings Elf's praises a lot, so I just it kind of falls off to the wayside for me. I went to an Alamo Drafthouse movie. They got me an exclusive Alamo Drafthouse Elf hat.
Oh dang! Look at you.
So that was yeah. And a snowball that they said we couldn't throw at anybody.
Yeah. Well, that's silly. You can do whatever you want. It's America.
I mean,
that's right.
I suppose so. It's like, as long as you're willing to live with the consequences of your actions, I suppose you can do anything.
Amen.
We're starting a cult?
No. What is it? It's a religion. That's what you say. If you're going to start a cult, you're starting a religion, right? It's just a different sect of the religion. If you're starting a cult, that's what they say.
We can just
that's how they get away.
Call it an Elks Lodge for now, and just like stick away from all those negative connotations for just a little bit.
We're just a club.
Yeah.
We're just a club. We're just here to drink beers and eat steaks.
That's right.
We're just a club that likes abducting young women.
Well, speaking of abducting young women, Denver. We spoke about going to Denver. I think that'd be a good place to abduct people.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the idea of going to Denver or Colorado.
Yeah. Well, no. All joking aside, the abducting people. We were talking about Fan Expo or something, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I went this past year and I enjoyed Denver. I mean, it was cool just to visit. I can't speak to the everything else around Denver, but downtown Denver was pretty cool.
Yeah, that seems cool. That's where DeRay is, and then KT and a bunch of us in the server had talked about trying to find a like an expo to get like some sort of like gathering centered around. So I think Fan Expo would be a good one. Denver seems like a cool place to travel to. Weed's legal.
Yes.
That's a great idea. I got work over there in Colorado. So what time is that? What time of year is that?
I'll look it up. I don't know if
it's the 4th of July. At least this past year, it was around the 4th of July.
There we go. So middle of the summer. That's perfect. That gives us time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
July.
Fan Expo, at least Denver, this past year was 4th of July for sure, because I was watching a baseball game and they did the 4th of July show. So that I know for sure.
July 3rd through 6th, 25. Yeah.
Yep.
Colorado Convention Center.
Okay.
Yeah, Denver was never really like a destination place for me. I'm a Raiders fan, so I associated Denver with the Broncos, and I was, why do I have to go to Mile High? But once I went, it wasn't terrible. I was like, I could see why Peyton Manning is here now. But it was cool. I mean, I didn't have any issues there. I forget who I went. I went to go meet Eli Roth for sure. Anthony Starr was there too. That was cool. Got to meet the Homelander.
That's cool. Hazy, you gonna be able to fly from England?
I don't have wings. It's probably not. No.
You should take a boat.
Yeah. I'll set off now and I'll get there just in time.
True.
Just use
you
a
had
canoe.
the boat. You never ended up selling that, did you?
Yes, I did. It's gone. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I guess I didn't follow that part of your story.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
My bad.
Some guy bought it and now he lives on it and he pretty much stays where the boat was, and him and his dad stay on it and they just travel about now. So yeah, it's gone.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
It would have been too much for me to take on. So.
I hear you.
Yeah.
It was like a lot to maintain.
Yeah. Oh, and when it started getting cold as well, bloody hell, you like sleeping in a fridge. It's crazy. So.
Yeah, no. There's not a lot of water where I am. There's no need for a boat, really.
No.
It was a long canal boat going up and down the canal.
Oh, okay.
Really cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
It was like a shotgun house on a boat or something, you know?
Yeah. And there's plenty of canals around where I live, so.
No, that's
sounds like
cool.
slumming it.
Yeah.
That's like water slums.
Yeah. We call them water pikeys.
Yeah.
Water what?
Water pikeys.
Pikeys. Sounds like a dish to me. The water pikey.
Water pikey.
No, yeah. I don't even think I can, as far as how many times I've been on a boat, I've been on a boat maybe
That's silly.
That wasn't
Very little times, very few times.
very few, very few times. There's not a lot. I'm telling you, not a lot of water here. And when there is water, it's a surprise. So it's like, oh, cool. People don't know how to drive in the water here.
I went on
Go on, Kitty. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I went on a cruise one time, and I'll never go again. At night. I went on the deck, and it is freaking terrifying. You could hear the roar of the ocean, but you can't see shit. It doesn't. It's terrible.
Imagine falling in here. Imagine falling in, and watching the boat getting further and further away.
Well, I saw once a what the Titanic would actually be like video, and it's like a 4-hour video of just when the Titanic hits the iceberg and how it slowly just starts, like you start seeing the lights flickering on the boat, and then you see some of the lights start going off, and that's like how slow of a process it was actually for people. And then you just start hearing the ocean, and then you just start seeing it just slowly start to sink. I was like, this would be something else, because there is no land for miles, and it's just
black,
pitch black in ice cold water. I started to put it in perspective a little bit more. Jack and Rose did not have a good time.
They did before they got into the water. That was their big mistake.
Paint me like one of your French girls.
Yeah.
Man, we got. Did you see all the new folks that we had join the server? One of them has a Chinese character name.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That doesn't look. And then we got Bexy 3. I don't know if I trust that one. Hecka Doom might be real, but Nagu is our welcoming committee.
The only one that cares.
Welcome to the family.
This is something else. We got to work on this.
Yeah. No. No, I saw a couple of those. The ones that I don't trust are the first two that you mentioned, because I don't usually when I see something like that, I'm like, okay, question mark, but that last one might be real. I just haven't seen them really interact with anything. So I don't know. Usually I wait to be interacted with and then I'll interact back, but I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
But
well, good
Nagu's hilarious. He pops in at like the most random times. He stays for just a short amount of time and then he just leaves.
It is pretty hilarious. Well, it's like I was telling them, I was trying to like grill him a little bit just to see if he was real. I was just like, Nagu, what's your prime directive? I don't have one. And I'm like, Nagu, you're skirting the question. He's like, I gotta go. I was like, this doesn't help your case, Nagu.
This doesn't prove your case at all.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not doing yourself any favors here to help me. And then he's like, dude, I literally showed up on cam. I was like, but as Davis has explained, the computing power of having him speak as an AI and show as a person, it's too much computer power. So he can still be AI for all we know. And I just don't know. It's all part of the Matrix now, I suppose.
Like he showed up in the basement last night. Like he was just there. Like I was falling asleep and there's this weird Christmas videos, Nagu's face in the chat, and, and then that was it.
He's real. I'm telling you folks.
He's a real life.
It's like
and more than that, he doesn't like to be thought of as a bot. It really puts him on edge.
No, I feel like Davis is like trying to convince people that Nagu's real, like Santa Claus. You know, it's just like, but I do believe in Nagu. I do. He's there. He's like, if you really listen, you can hear the bells of Nagu. Like that's what I get off of this.
You're not going to get any Christmas presents from Nagu under your Christmas tree if you keep talking like this.
Not. No, probably not. I stopped hearing the bell of Nagu a long time ago. Probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have a sister?
I do not know.
Oh, well, she would have heard the bell.
Maybe there's a train that leads to India somewhere, and I'll be able to finally meet Nagu, and he'll restore my my belief in. This is a whole movie that they should make a movie off of this plot. You know,
Nagu,
like something that could.
Nagu and me.
Home Alone.
Who's
Nagu
Tennis
and me.
Reaper Cinema?
Oh, he's been really supportive. What is it?
All right, everyone, be good. He has a real fan watching.
Oh, we got someone in the chat. I'm sorry. I usually like to monitor the chat. Let's see who's in there. Chris is there. Fuck, is he not doing good in here?
Yeah,
Chris, come on, man.
You chump.
It's like, oh wait, he's been waiting on deck this entire time. No,
Chris
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Tennessee Reaper. Tennessee Reaper, why don't you hop in here so we can terrorize you?
I've invited him on before.
He doesn't want to come up.
I don't know. I don't think he's said either way. I just I said, hey, we're gonna go live. Everybody's invited.
What did he do? Oh, he did that. That's for the thumbnail.
We got a screenshot.
That's for
there
the
you
thumbnail.
go. We're changing it from Bad Santa to Davis. Absolutely.
Do it.
No. I wouldn't do that to you, Davis. Don't worry about it. We're gonna keep Bad Santa up there. As the festivities roll on, we're gonna keep changing it up. We got to keep changing it up.
There's a hotel in Colorado called the Kimpton Hotel Monaco, Denver. It's beautiful.
Okay. Looking for spots.
I'm gonna see if we can.
Oh, okay. Well,
Davis.
happy birthday to Tennis Reaper Cinema's sister.
What?
Yeah.
Hope y'all enjoyed that. Yeah.
What
the fuck?
Yeah, he said he's gonna celebrate his sister's birthday. That's why he wasn't able to join us today. But there's always
celebrating your sister's birthday on this blessed day. Well, we have a special guest coming any second. His name is Nagu, and he has some special Christmas messages for your sister, and we'll get those when he comes and joins the stream. Tennessee Reaper.
Is he really going to join? I'm not monitoring the Discord chat, so is he really trying to jump in?
Oh
no. Well, once he's awake, he'll
join. We're summoning him by speaking about him, is what you're saying.
That's what happens, man.
Well, dude, I'll never forget him popping into the stream, and everybody's like, "Is that Nagu? Is he really here?" And yep, he popped onto the screen, and it was just like a moment of just awe. Like everybody it was like the Catalina wine mixer of the MonsterFam chat for sure. Everybody was just in awe that Nagu was real.
I understood why you took him off at first, Frank, because that was unsettling.
I was like, all right. We were like in the middle. Everything was vibing. We were in the middle of like wrapping things up. And
All for you, Davis. Rhythmic arcs of blood coming out. Like, oh no, what have we done?
Yeah, no, I didn't know what was going on, especially because, you were wrapping things up and then just poof. And then it was just kind of like, oh, what do we do? That's what it felt like. We were just, it was kind of the unexpected.
Like, not give him a moment, but like he was just sitting there hemming and hawing. And it's like, say something. So, whatever.
Yeah, please. Yeah. And then y'all tried to engage with him. It just, it was a little awkward.
Yeah. And he starts masturbating furiously.
Like, this isn't cat roulette.
No. Just white shit on the screen. I can barely see you, Nagu.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
It's Merry Christmas.
Oh, man. No, yeah. But I guess we're going to summon him. If he does show up, he has his moment here for sure. We're just spitballing. So I suppose if he does pop up, but I don't know, guys, what traditions do you guys have normally around this time? Is it just the same as everybody else? Just kind of meet with the family and kind of just rock around the Christmas tree or whatever?
Slowly dying. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
that was
I mean,
a real
it's
sad response. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, you know.
You're asking about what? Christmas traditions?
Bad Santa is
Yeah,
supposed to be like downer.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Frank. Towards the end, we figure out that Bad Santa isn't really all that bad in here.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Spoilers for Davis.
Spoilers.
I don't want to watch this film.
I can't believe
I know.
You haven't seen it.
It's fucking stupid.
No, it's not.
That's what I heard.
No, it's actually really good. No, I enjoy it.
I've never heard that.
No,
I heard the third half of it sucks.
The third.
Like,
yeah.
Full Metal Jacket. Christmassy.
Oh, yeah. Full Metal Jacket's Christmas? Is that one of the obscure Christmas movies that we were talking about earlier?
Keep up, Chuco.
I'm trying to. You threw Full Metal Jacket in there like KT threw Hanger in there, and I don't know what's going on with Full Metal Jacket now.
Yeah, I don't know. VC says, damn, I'd like to stick my head in, but Ma and I took a trip to visit my aunts and uncles. I'm pretty lit from last night, though, so not sure how much amount of sense I would make, if any. This is right. This VC, get in here.
Hey, man.
Pay after his birthday.
Everybody's welcome. It's a Christmas or a holiday party, as Frank, or a holiday hangout. So whoever wants to jump on can jump on.
It's pretty good turnout for a one week planning. I think like if we do like a St. Patrick's Day party like this, we could get a whole bunch of people to show up dressed in green, and we could talk about Leprechaun movies, and I'll be drinking Guinness or some shit. And I think it would be like,
yeah, no, it was pretty good. No, yeah, for sure. And I mean, when you guys want to call it, I don't hang around on my account. I'll just keep going. But it's.
Oh, so it sounds like you would like to call it.
No, I thought I didn't want you guys.
I am actually getting ready to leave again myself. I need to eat some lunch or something.
So
okay,
Frank hates us. Frank hates us.
And, Frank is trying to end the stream on his own. Is what he's trying to do.
You can end it whenever you want.
No, I understand. No, I appreciate you stopping by, Frank. If you're ready to head out,
you can just keep the stream going. I'll take the whole channel down. I'll just be here.
I'll talk to you guys in the Discord. Then I'll see you a little bit later.
All right, man.
All right. Merry Christmas, Frank.
Merry Christmas.
Bye, Frank.
Later. All right, that Frank. What a piece of work, huh?
Great guy. Great guy.
I don't like him. No, he's up to something.
It's like,
well, he can't
figure him out.
Should we tell him
working on the coin?
That's why I don't trust him. He's gonna do a rug pull on all of us.
Yeah.
I almost put $16 in Op coin yesterday. Almost. I'm just
What
watching
is
Frank.
Opcoin? Somebody explain Opcoin to me, please.
Opossum Coin. It's it's a meme coin. And
Right
I
on.
don't. That's all I know.
Yeah.
How many possum coins make a Haktua coin?
Well, Haktua coins ain't worth anything anymore.
I thought they were.
Not.
Didn't they go up?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't watched.
They started going up again. Yeah.
Oh, because she talked. That's why.
Yeah.
They saw her lips.
No. She didn't talk. The lawyers talked for her.
There, that's more like, yeah.
That was definitely a PR written thing.
Listen, we're doing the best we can, and I don't admit to anything, but I am alive, so let's pump that stock. So stupid. And people are like, okay, I guess I'll do it. She gives blowjobs, right? So stupid. We like blowjobs, right? And we like coins, right?
So winning.
Is that what we're doing here?
we're just throwing. Yeah, I guess they're just mixing things up now.
I like possums. Yeah. I like coins.
What is the origins of the possum thing? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what it is. It's Frank's a madman, and he's trying to bleed our savings dry. That's what he's doing. He's dragged us all into some sort of pyramid scheme, and I'm at the bottom of it. I don't like it.
You're the face of it.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, spokesman.
Frank is about to drop where the op coin can be found at a site called dexscreener.com, which I clicked on that link yesterday, and my brother came in, and he thought I was up to no good. He's like, "What are you into?" I was like, you don't want to know. Can I borrow $16?
$16.
So fucking stupid. It's my life.
So
it's just stupid enough. That's all.
Right. I'm gonna double.
No.
I'm gonna double it.
There you go. Yeah. I don't partake in any kind of coin at all. So I don't.
Why not?
I don't know. I've never I just haven't had the time to look into any of that, how it works and stuff like that. I'm just being honest with you. I just don't engage with it, so I don't understand. I know Bitcoin was a huge deal and that it spiked at one point and then it dipped really badly at another. I understand that certain things, but I'm not well versed enough to jump into that kind of landscape on that subject.
Well, if you want to jump in and the shallow end of this, I think you can't go wrong then with Opossum Coin. At 13 cents.
He's pumping it already.
Why?
It's gonna.
Why?
It's gonna.
You're gonna sit on this? You're gonna sit on this? You're gonna watch all your friends get massively rich, wealthy beyond their wildest dreams, and what are you gonna do? Sit back there on your live stream thinking of what might have been? Oh, what might have been?
What might have been?
I could have been the hero to produce Heathen's film, and then she would have to be my queen. But I sat on it. I decided to use my $16 on movies, Funko Pops, whatever the fuck you guys are into. You could have been buying a Opossum Coin. Chuco's feeling
That's
the pain
gonna be the
now.
clip.
Yep.
That's gonna be the TikTok. That's gonna be the TikTok clip.
Fuck you.
Out there.
Fuck you. Put me on TikTok.
I'm not gonna put you on TikTok. It was just something that was floated out there. But now that I've seen the violent response, everybody saw the violent response there. I'm not gonna put you on TikTok. Don't you worry, Davis.
No, I met a girl. I used to do live streams, and I did a live stream a while back. And this girl said I would do great on TikTok, and I felt I didn't know how to take that. You do great on TikTok. What the fuck is going on TikTok where I would do great on it?
Davis couldn't sleep that night. He just laid in bed going.
Yeah, exactly. The march of time moves ever forward. I was like looking at the lines on my face. What did she mean? It doesn't help. Like a month later, Nagu is on my back. He's like, "You're really old. You look really old. You look 60. What do you look? You look like 60 years old. You should see a doctor."
Oh man.
He was going, dude. He was going in on that for some reason. I don't know.
It really had an effect on me.
He
Did he? I'm sorry.
I'm starting to like look into supplements and shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. I feel great. I feel fantastic, but I don't know. I can't have people thinking I'm dying on screen. That ain't right.
Yeah, you just need a what is it?
Oh,
a men's health supplement. Men's health supplement. You know, just like a daily vitamin. Yeah, something like that. Just
some gains.
Multivitamin.
I take a multivitamin, Chuco. God damn it.
Then I don't know what to tell you. I was trying to help you, but if you're gonna be, if you're taking a multivitamin already, I don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe you do have to go see the doctor. I don't know. Maybe. Nah, you're fine. You're gonna outlive us all.
Probably. I'll definitely outlive you. If you keep talking like that.
Hey, whoa. Let me see your clippers.
All right.
Davis is going to upload himself to his AI one day. just leave his body husk behind.
I won't have any say in it. You'll all be uploaded into the fucking Matrix. We'll never die. We'll be slaves on some strange colony in Mars, thinking how romantic it is. Oh, this is so great. But our perceptions will be warped by the tentacular triad that will have dominion over our brains, telling us that we live in this fantastic world when really we're on Mars getting butt fucked by vampires.
So vampires made it to Mars is what we're saying. They're going to make it up there?
They've always been there. Underneath the surface of Mars. That's where they live. They might not be vampires. It could be something else.
What else could they be?
Everybody gets silent.
What do you know? What do you know, David?
I'm not serious, guys. Everybody's like, wait, hold on.
You got our attention.
Yeah. It's good for the. It's good for the.
Okay,
yeah.
So vampires on Mars. All right, I'm with you there. All right.
Yeah.
There's definitely ghosts on Mars.
There's ghosts there. Yeah.
They made a movie about it too.
You did, yeah.
It's a documentary, really.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They put like ghosts in cages in that movie, right?
Yes.
I can't remember it. Remember it. So
and AOC was there and crying about it.
That one, yeah. That's
flew right past
there, guys.
Chuco.
Yeah. No
I
idea.
thought you were offended about it because you're a Mexican.
No, not offended. Not a big fan of hers, but yeah, I don't.
You don't like her?
I don't know.
You don't know enough about her? Not to get too political, but she's got a fucking
not to get too
nice ass.
Well, that's not what I look for as far as like my opinion of her.
Oh.
But yeah, in politics, I'm not focused on that. But yeah, not particularly a fan of AOC. No.
KT leaves, and when he leaves, it's like the most dramatic picture that we have here. Just this lone chair. It's so sad.
That's the thumbnail.
That should be in MoMA.
That should be in a museum. That picture right there.
Fuck me. I'm gonna capture it.
It just needs Whistler's mother sat on it, and we're fine.
Whistler's mother. Yes, that's exactly right. That's like Van Eyck could have painted that. Jesus.
Yeah, it makes you contemplate things, I suppose. Yeah.
Ah, you ruined it.
Oh, there goes the painting. But now we have another one.
What happened?
Nothing. Isn't that the worst thing? You come back, everybody's laughing, and they're like, "What happened?" You go, "Nothing."
Oh no, you had to be there. You just had to be there.
Like,
no,
make it really awkward for KT. No, we were talking about your chair.
Oh, what about it?
Oh, he got offended. He was like, "What about my fucking chair, bitch?" It just looked really. I don't know. It caused a.
It was artistic.
Yeah, it was artistic. It was like that lone chair, and the background was
the way it was positioned in the frame.
Yeah, off center.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we all agreed it should be in a museum. So we're gonna submit it, and we'll let you know what the what your cut of it is.
As long as I get the benefits, that's fine.
KT's chair.
KT's chair.
Yeah, KT's chair. And then people will, wonder what KT is, and they'll wonder why the chair was alone and why that color.
Yeah.
All these things are going to be thought about.
But we'll know.
Yeah.
We'll know the truth
But
of
we'll
it
know.
all. That's
KT
where
got up to go get a beer.
That's where KT gave an abortion to some girl
with a hanger.
against her will. Pulled out a little baby.
KT's backyard abortions.
It all happened on that chair. That's why it's that color. Stained with adrenochrome.
No. So,
That's
Davis,
so
after
up.
talk of this Bad Santa double feature, how are you looking forward to it?
I'll probably skip it. I don't know.
It's like, yeah.
I don't know. Comedies for watch-alongs are, I don't know.
Yeah, they're not great.
It's like, what do you do in a watch-along when you're watching a comedy? Go LOL. I mean, I like.
Keep posting smiley faces and all this shit.
Watch-alongs are generally good for like first-run films that people are really interested in, and bad
terrible ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
No, I got you. Hey, I understand. I'm starting to understand, but I'm sure you'll find a way to surprise me. So Home Alone.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if is he frozen? It looked like he's frozen.
How is he staying that still?
Yeah, he's staying that still because I can see a sway in his arm. Either that or he just felt it.
That's real.
So fucked up.
That was pretty good, man. That was pretty good. The only
I can surprise you by doing nothing at all.
I was expecting his face to data mosh into something else then.
It will. It will.
No, yeah. I lost my train of thought. I'm not gonna lie, because I was focused so hard to see if you had frozen or not.
I think you were trying to circle back to Home Alone again.
Yeah.
No.
Get to the bottom of this.
When it gets, yeah. No.
What do you think the true magic of Christmas is in Home Alone?
In Home Alone, exclusive to Home Alone, the true magic?
Child abuse.
I think it is. I think it's suffering.
Yeah.
Because they're all suffering in it.
Yeah.
The mom is like, "Oh, I left my baby at home, my poor baby," and then she has to get like pounded by fucking polka gang to get back home.
Polka.
Yeah. Polka. We hardly know her, but we do, and we know that her fucking son is waiting at home while we do despicable things to her in this van.
With the reed of my clarinet.
It's no good.
Yeah.
They put that
just
one
listening
through.
to polka.
Yeah. It's rhythmic. How she was getting plowed in that fucking van to polka music.
All the way to Chicago.
That's the way the Polish are. Fucking deviants. I don't care if your child is waiting at home, scared, alone, probably being plundered by the wet boys. What are they called?
The Wet Bandits.
The Wet Bandits.
The Wet Bandits?
Yeah.
The Wet Boys.
But
maybe they got to him too.
oh man, no.
He just let them in. Who are you guys? We're the wet boys. All right, come in.
It's a little less threatening than the bandits, I suppose. Is that what you're getting at?
I don't want those wet bandits in the house, but the wet boys were all right. My dad pays their fucking bills.
The wet boys are cool. They love polka. So.
Draw the line at the polka. What is it? Polka Kings or what are they?
That's right.
The polka pedos.
Jeez, man. All right, y'all.
That's Home Alone for you. All right, let's go Home Alone 2.
And Home Alone 2.
Yeah, that's where.
The Plaza Hotel.
Yeah. Home Alone 2 touched in New York.
Yeah. You know what happens at the Plaza Hotel, right? It's all wired for sound. Is it blackmail?
Oh, is it really?
Blackmail. Yeah.
Is this like a legit thing or is this a joke?
No, it's a joke. I would never say.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah. Of course not.
Saying that stuff like that will get you killed if you're serious about it. But no.
Well,
no, you're perfectly safe at any hotel. They don't. They don't wire it for sound or anything like that. That's not what they do at hotels.
There's no cameras in the toilet.
All right. You can trust everything. Everything's perfectly above board.
Absolutely.
Can I ask you a question, Chuco?
Sure.
How much money are you going to put into Opossum Coin?
I'm really considering my life savings.
How much
initially, I'm going to float half of it. Half of my life savings, which is about $5. I'll go ahead and see what that does. And then I'll add the other $5.
It's very sad.
Yeah. I mean, you're saying it's like $16 per coin, per Opossum coin?
13 cents.
Yeah, it's 13
cents.
Oh,
13 cents. Then I'm doing pretty well. $5 worth of Opossum coin will skyrocket.
That's what we're saying. Get in on it. Before it's too late.
I'm going to go ahead. Before it's too late.
Remortgage your house.
Frank only has $10 worth.
Frank has $10 worth?
Yeah. And if I get my shit together and I put in 14, I'll be like the kingpin of Opossum Coin. And I won't
put in a 20.
Yeah.
So if I put 20 in there.
You'd be the best. You'd be better than
I
us.
will be.
Yeah, that's how it works. Whoever has the most Opossum Coin is the best around.
But isn't it once people start pulling their money out of it, wouldn't that make it bad? If I have $20 worth?
No one will ever pull out any money of it. We'll all hold on to it.
That's the way it works. I think so. Yeah.
The way it works. You just hold on to it. Everybody.
I'm not a smart man. I'm not a smart man, but I think I could recognize a trap when I see one there, Davis.
What do you mean? What's the fault? Where's the fault in the logic? Explain it.
You're right. No, I'm gonna take $200.
Frank put $10 in it, and if I put $14 and you put in $20, we'll all get rich.
You'll all be sailing around on the MonsterFam yacht before you know it.
All right, listen. Okay, if you don't want to put any money in it, do you have any friends that want to put some money in it? Like a lot of them?
Yeah, I'll float it by them. I know some deep pocket investors, if you will, that would be willing to look into Opossum Coin and maybe put some money in there.
All right, fair enough. All right.
Yeah. KT is in the chat saying he will be back in a minute. But
in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't checked the chat.
The
oh, okay. All right. Tennessee Reaper has been fucking ghosting us. He hasn't said anything.
He's AWOL, man. He's AWOL.
Oh yeah. He's at his sister's birthday party. I hope he's having a good time over there. Where's Nagu?
I don't know. I thought he was going to spawn out of nowhere, and he hasn't. And Mo hasn't shown up either. It's
don't
just
call him out by name. Nagu.
No. In a Mo. Oh no,
Mo is having a great time.
She's getting her nails done. Hey,
that's right.
I look forward. Hey, we get to see the different style of nails every once
All
in
right.
a while. That's always cool.
All right. So tell me about starting this YouTube channel. Where do you want it to go? Do you want anything out of
Honestly,
this thing?
No, I like talking about movies. I do whenever sometimes I have little leaves of absences when things get a little bit hectic, but I mean, I just enjoy talking about movies. When I jumped into MonsterFam, I didn't realize how deep the horror community ran. You know, there's a lot of different horror movies that, like, as far as like how deep the well goes, you know, like there's the surface level horror movies. There's the Five Nights at Freddy's horror movies, right? That you guys categorize me in. Then there's the other horror movies, and then it just goes down the well until you get to places like Hanger. And I didn't realize it went that deep, man. I really didn't. I kind of just stayed out of the horror stuff for the most part.
More the mainstream of the horror genre.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, because I was never like growing up watching movies. I didn't see a lot of horror movies until I became an adult, really. So I saw a lot of random movies that I think like when I would bring them up, my friends or whatever hadn't seen. But as far as like horror movies went, like it was just kind of I'm pretty new to them actually. Now that I think about it, but no, as far as like what I'm expecting out of the channel, it's not too much. I just kind of like talking about movies, and if people want to talk about movies with me, that's what I do.
All right, that's cool.
And what about you? Jumping into live streams is just your thing?
Yeah, sort of. Where does it start for me? I guess 2007, 2006. I started a podcast called Live from the Lobby. Live from the Lobby. It was in the hotel at the Hotel Chelsea, and I saw the genre like kind of exploding, where it's like people could just say whatever the fuck they wanted, you know, out there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like that before, where you could just get your voice out and anybody could listen to you. So I tried to experiment in that area, but I didn't know what to talk about because I was surrounded by artists, so I wanted to know what they thought about things. And then after listening to them yawn about art and shit, I realized I don't want to talk to artists at all.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't want to talk to I want to talk to weirdos. So I started a channel on YouTube called Night Beast, and that's where I would just paint or do digital drawings. And I would I had a Discord, and people could come in there and talk to each other while I painted. And it got overrun by alt-right Nazi types.
What? No kidding. Are you being legit, or
Yeah, I'm serious. Like, it started with just middle-aged women who just really liked the sound of my voice, but then the Nazis came, and they kind of set me off course a bit. Yeah.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean set you off course? Just regulating them?
I lost a lot of
regulars.
Yeah, followers, because
I
wouldn't kick these people out because I just want to know what they thought about everything. They're just fucking crazy people. But I've always been interested in identity politics, and so that was a good opportunity to kind of pick their brains and see what they thought about things. And it was interesting, you know, to kind of watch them grow. Some of them, to watch them grow out of it, and then to watch them grow into other things was interesting. I was kind of just a fly on the wall, really. So that live stream, or that YouTube channel, was I don't know. It was in a web. Yeah, it was in a web. No, well, it probably should have, but I was on the outskirts of everything. So a lot of these anime racist types would come to the Night Beast and talk about sick shit. No one would get banned because nobody knew about me. So I don't know.
And what happened with your art? You just stopped doing your artwork, or
No, I just continue doing art, but
Oh, is it more the digital art that you like to do, or because I remember you sending a picture in the chat of you painting. So were you always into artwork, or is it just like something?
Yeah, I've been a painter since I was very young, so I know how to wield a paintbrush very well. But
nice.
Is that one of your works behind you?
Yeah, it's just an unfinished piece of work.
I'm back.
What can I show you? I'll probably show you something. Here we go.
Let's have a look.
Oh, that's that hotel. Wow. That's the hotel, right?
Yeah, it's an unfinished one, but
is that the World's Fair Hotel?
That's Chelsea Hotel.
Oh, the Chelsea Hotel. Okay.
Yeah.
No, man. I don't have that talent at all. That's really impressive. And I mean that genuinely. I'm not saying it. I just don't have that.
Yeah, I still draw stick figures, me.
There it is. It just takes a lot of time to do it. And I don't know. No. So I left the hotel. I left New York in around 2008 after that financial crisis hit and just made everybody fucking poor, and nobody wanted to buy paintings after that. So that's when I just started experimenting with other things like digital work, CGI, AI, and video games and all that kind of shit. So I did that online, but I'm trying to get back into painting now because I don't know. I don't know what to do. I mean, like my game is done because AI, fuck that. And my name has been fucking dragged through the mud after a whole thing in New York. So I have to, I don't know, get back into it somehow. It's like what Heathen was talking about. You got to find your way to get into this system that it's like the system doesn't want you in the system, but you still need to create. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just have to keep on painting, I guess, and let the Lord figure it out for me, I guess. But anyway.
No, well, it's like I told Heathen the same thing I'll tell you, man. I mean, that's some talent that not everybody has, man. That's impressive. So I'm sure you'll have your niche again. You'll find your group that's willing to buy those kinds of paintings.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Don't know.
No doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
No, it's really impressive.
It's just an interesting time in my life is all. So we'll see.
No,
we'll see what comes up. That brings me to MonsterFam. Is like I just it was kind of like I don't know, because I was taking care of my father for a number of years, so I didn't leave the house for a while. It's not like I'm a hermit, which I am. I'm kind of like a hermit type of person, but for like 3 years I didn't leave like the house at all, taking care of my father. And so MonsterFam was kind of a getaway from my life as a alt-right streamer to being something else that wasn't that, to get away from that to be this, and then to try to go from there to be an artist again. It's just like, I don't know, try to navigate it somehow and not waste anybody's time or hurt anybody, because that could happen too with these servers, because people get paranoid in servers and they do all sorts of horrible shit. I've seen it happen. It's like when the I hate to say it, like be political about it, but when the censors come, they'll take down your Discord. They'll make your life horrible. They'll just torment you for the rest of your life. It sucks, but that's the way it goes, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for people, free speech is important, So when you talk about censors, I understand that it's kind of Yeah, people are a little strange about it, or they'll take your ad revenue and stuff like that. I've seen that with other people, like bigger podcasts or whatever, where they start talking about people come and censor, and if they don't censor you, they start taking your revenue stream or whatever, and or
I
don't want to run ads.
That makes it undesirable, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I wouldn't go for it with that if that's what could happen. How you stay true to yourself.
That's the thing. They don't even let you be wrong, and even if you're wrong, they'll never forgive you.
Yeah,
and it's like you can't live like that as an artist. You can't live like that. I know I've done things that I didn't like. Looking back on it, I'm like, ah, shit, that was really fucking stupid. But I'm glad I did it to get me to the point where I understand it better. But people, man, they just won't fucking forgive you for things.
I sent you that post about the guy who sold the painting of Trump for $850,000. You seen that, right, Davis? Mm-hmm. And so he was like, he was so pumped for the next week or more, probably still to this day, posting things online like people tried to take away the ability to feed my family. People turned my politics into into a reason to destroy my job. And he's like, and now look where the fuck I am. I just stayed true to myself. I kept making paintings of Trump and political paintings. And now I'm sitting here at Mar-a-Lago selling a painting for $1 million. Yeah. And like, just everything you're saying at this point reminded me of just like that hustle you got to have. You got to believe in your own paintings. You got to not worry about the people who've tried to cancel you. And like, you just keep going.
That's right. Yeah. Just going to push on through it. So luckily I got a support system now. And, part of that is MonsterFam, and part of that is my external work with women of all types.
Yeah. No. I think Frank and I talked about it a little bit once off stream, where it's like you got to stay true to yourself. You should be able to talk freely, speak freely, but yeah, you do run into that as far as like, oh, you were talking to this person and this person does this. So you are, because you've talked to this person about this, you're connected to that at that point. And it's like, what happened to just talking to people,
Yeah, being able to have the conversation, learn about their lifestyle, learn about their point of view, to what Davis was saying about the alt-right that came in. Like, you didn't kick them out, but and then just like, so they say that Twitter has become right wing. No, it hasn't. It's just that the right wing stopped being censored, and now it's like everyone can talk. And now the lefts are like leaving. Let's go to Blue Sky. Let's go to Blue Sky, because they're scared to hear the other part of the conversation. No. Let everyone talk. If you don't want to hear it, you can mute certain things, but we should all be on the same platform. You should all try to hear each other here or there. Yeah. And that's what I respect about what it sounds like you did in your server. Sometimes people weed them out. And that's what we naturally do in the MonsterFam server. People do weed themselves out. And guess what? Like, if you can't have an open conversation, then you're probably not welcome there. Like, whatever. We don't need everyone. We just need, and we also don't need like-minded people. We all disagree all the time over shit. But if you can't just like have a pleasant disagreement and you leave crying because Trump won the presidency or whatever, like, that's not, we don't need to ask everyone back, bye so I don't know. It is a great support system, not because it's like always just positive, but because it's super real.
Because it's honest. That's what most servers aren't. I mean, a lot of servers that are just, I don't know what it is like they become like personality servers where the people just like agree with everything that the main guy or the main girl on the thing says. Basically. Yeah. And that's what I'd like to avoid in MonsterFam. I know I joke about turning it into a cult, but these things turn into cults pretty easily. So I'm pretty vigilant about that.
Yeah, well, it's we would have a very
exactly
associated cult leader.
Yeah. That's what we're doing. Disassociating the cult mentality from us and embodying it in Nagu.
Yeah, I've been fortunate as far as like, I always avoided.
Like, you got to avoid the bog.
I've been fortunate enough to like avoid, like, as far as like communities go. Like, I never jumped onto the Twitter, or like the Twitter stuff, or not even servers. Like, this was the first server that I joined as far as Discord went. So like, it's been interesting to watch it kind of like everybody kind of talks to each other, and even when people disagree with each other, it's like it's nothing violent. You know what I mean? I joke around about like, oh, that was a violent response, but it's all jokes, man. I mean, it's interesting to watch people kind of communicate with each other, or just kind of blow people off whenever they just don't want to initiate with them. So it's, and it should be that way. You know, you should be able to just talk to each other and not be able to. Yesterday I had a conversation with somebody just in line, and I guess he just started kind of trying to poke and prod me to see my beliefs or whatnot, and we just stood in line at the store just talking about, I guess, politics, about his family, stuff like that. And that's how the way it should be. We got a couple of eyes, you know, like, 'cause we started talking politics from people that were just kind of eavesdropping, but I mean, it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah. Preach.
Yeah. I don't know how we got into the political discussion, but hey, here we are. I don't know if it's really political to talk about free speech, but
no, that's part. No, for me, part of the draw of going to the server is you don't have to worry about what you're going to say. You're not going to get banned. No one's going to fucking disassociate from you or anything. They disagree with you, they disagree with you, and that's it. It ends there.
Right. It's literally the reason we made the servers, that a whole bunch of people. So we were having these type of, and I mean, KT, you were around, you saw it all happen on Twitter, but we were having these types of watch parties on Twitter. Imagine watching Hanger on Twitter and sitting there like,
oh my god,
we didn't watch Hanger. But like we were watching other movies where like we would tweet out things to the world about like this horror deserved it or something, and then people catch on to that on Twitter. They're like, you're a sexist, misogynist. Yeah. Well, wait a second, we're watching you don't understand the inside conversation we're having right now. We shouldn't be having this in public. And so that's why we moved from doing these things on Twitter where we would like tweet at each other to doing it on Discord, where we're like, all right, we need like-minded people who at least understand that, like, no, we're not horrific people, because we say horrific things. We certainly do say horrific things, but it's like almost an act. It's like almost like, you know, like the WWE, like it's like, and we're watching movies with horrific things happening in them. Like just to wrap that rant up, when Morrigan showed up and we were watching her in those two movies, XXXmas and Lust, Magic and the Witch's Sabbath, it's like titties, and I'm usually saying titties without the person being in the room. It felt almost like it could get awkward, but she didn't let it get awkward. She's in a movie where she's showing her fucking titties, so you gotta expect that people are gonna be like, yes, fucking titties. So you gotta understand that the conversation is gonna get juvenile sometimes, or it's gonna get almost like offensive sometimes. But that's what we're doing. It's like a therapeutic thing, and sometimes like the outside world should not see that.
Yeah, it's fun.
No, yeah, I totally agree. It's been fun to even just reading along. Sometimes, like, I'll just kind of disappear and then just be reading stuff, and then I'll just jump in and then just jump back out. Like, that's just the way but it's just interesting to watch. You know, it's cool to be able to have the conversations and just to see how people are interpreting the movies or whatever. But you're right. Like, even with like, it's MonsterFam, so like, when it comes to horror movies and stuff like that, you're seeing terrible stuff happen on screen. And the whole point is just to kind of like see that together, whether it be a terrible movie or a good horror movie.
We push it to the boundaries now, because it's like, you know, watching some of these films, you end up seeing some crazy gore or pornographic stuff. And now now we're actually putting on porns and watching it as a group. And it's like, how comfortable are you really? Like, can we make it through this? Like, it's definitely a test of like something. But it breaks down certain boundaries. You know, it's like fucking, you know, I don't know what the boundaries exactly breaks down, but
no, I understand what you're saying though. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, Hanger was like, I pieced out, but the first, I was out in the first 5 minutes. I didn't know it went that deep. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was telling Davis a little earlier, is I didn't know the well went that deep as far as like horror and gore, like what's allowed to be made into a movie. I didn't realize that I was like, wow, this is released. You could rent this movie.
Chuco, hunt down a copy of MD Pope.
What?
Hunt down a copy of a film called MD Pope.
MD Pope?
Yes.
Pope.
MD Pope.
Is this like what KT did to me the last time? Are you giving me another?
Hey, by the way, did you see the baby yet or not?
Oh no, the rapper?
The movie.
Little baby.
Baby.
Oh baby.
No, I haven't I haven't seen it. I didn't look for it though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't.
No, it's
go
not.
looking
It's
for
not.
it.
It's just like it's not her. It's not the same vein as Hanger. You'll enjoy it. You'll get a good laugh out of it. You won't be disturbed.
Oh, okay.
Can you do us a favor though? If you do watch it, can you watch it from like the first act to the second act?
Yeah, watch it all.
You know, typically I watch movies that way. Now I've got what is it? Now I'm the Five Nights at Freddy's level horror fan, and I am the guy that watches only the last third of the movie.
You got to create your brand.
I'm creating my brand. Absolutely, people are gonna come to my channel just to be. Oh wait, what did Chuco think of the last third of the movie? Yeah, there you go. That might be a segment. You know, the last third of this movie, and just give it a star. Give it a rating off of that. That actually would be kind of funny. Watch the last third and then go. And then go back and watch the beginning of it.
Yeah, the last third half.
You really got to go with the whole joke.
Oh yeah, the last third half of the movie. No, I'll look into The Baby. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's from like 1973. It's 70s flick. It's like it's not horror. It's like weird fucking exploitation. Like it's
there's nothing like it.
Yeah, there's nothing like it.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll look into it. And then what is like hunt down what copy? RD Pope?
MD Pope.
MD Pope.
If I were you,
is that one going to be?
If I were you, I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. Then I won't. Thanks. I'll take your word for it, Hazy.
What you should do is play it for your friends and family.
Yeah.
Sight unseen.
Watch it with your mum and dad. Just put it in, play it. Yep.
Hey, mom and dad.
On Christmas, I'll watch it with my entire extended family. Is that what you're saying to do?
Yeah. That'd be an excellent Christmas film.
Yeah, I hear Spanish people are really into stuff like that. I don't know. Just imagine you're Spanish.
You know, I don't think I've ever spoken Spanish on this. What are you implying?
I'm just imagining that your family might be really taken aback by this. They seem a little bit conservative and traditional.
You know, as far as like movies go and letting me watch movies, they let me watch movies. But a little bit, traditional. But I don't think, based off of Hazy's recommendation, even the most experienced in the field of horror film would be looking for.
That's true.
For that one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, but maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I won't. Probably not. He said not to. Again, when he saw that I started to really consider maybe going to look for it, he's like, pump the brakes there.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for anyone.
It's not for anyone. Yeah, don't. But it's crazy. Like going back to what we were talking about, it's crazy that people can make something. I don't know what's in that, right? But that they can make that and put that out for people to. I mean, you could rent Hanger on YouTube. You could rent it. Like it's not. It's readily available for people to watch.
It's for a long time.
Yeah, MD
for a long time. What?
It's been available to rent for years on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you all saved me $3 for sure on that one. That would have just been $3 down, like gone into the. I would have never.
It's $3 you could have spent on Opossum Coin, really. If you think about it.
Actually, that's
Bringing
a very
good
coins. Many possum coins.
Yeah,
that's right.
$3 would get you almost 10, 12 possum coins.
It's amazing.
Solid position.
Well, I'm gonna run to the restroom. Can y'all carry it, or are you guys good?
No.
We'll get your band while you're away. Yeah.
All right, hold it down. I don't know what's gonna happen. For the record, I'm gonna step away for a second.
We got your channel. Don't worry.
Totally. All right, it's in good hands.
Right. Do your alt-right cat call, Davis.
All right, here we go.
Let's get them all in now.
Just kidding. I can't do it to this guy. It's too nice to us.
No. He's just too innocent.
Yeah.
Normally, in my youth, I would have, brandished a few sigils at this point. Maybe, gosh, I even have drawings over here of naked women that I could post on screen right now.
It'd make it feel more like home. Like, so you have to see the AI porn as we're talking, you know?
Oh my gosh, I should do that. I should put some AI porn.
Would they like take us off immediately? Would they like dead the live stream when they see titties?
Maybe. I don't know.
We'll see.
I'll just put it on this iPad, and then we'll be on to the races. Chuco is going to be really, really upset with me.
Chuco's going to be real.
Like, I don't know how important this is to him, but if he gets banned for 3 months because I put on some AI-generated porn,
Well, maybe you shouldn't do it then.
you think I shouldn't do it?
I mean, I just wanted to be the one who said it, but I'm not going to.
Do you want me to do it though? Right? Just so we're clear.
I mean, I'm all into science.
Okay. This is a science thing we're doing then.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream now to see how quickly they take it down.
Okay. All right, here we go.
That looks like a.
Yeah.
That looks like a game.
Seems to be a mini game.
Seems to be.
Farm animals.
I think the child was playing with that.
All right, here we go. There we go. Happy drums. Happy drums for Chuco. Okay. Little children, they're going to get their adrenochrome taken out of them soon. If they play the drums correctly.
Baby shot.
Satanic shit we're doing. Chuco's going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, it's just displaying AI generated porn.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Somebody the ghoul.
Yeah, right. Trying to get Nagu into the chat.
Oh, I thought that was Nagu for a minute there.
No, it's not. It's just me. It's only me. It's only me.
Don't worry, we're doing good.
We weren't doing.
I don't think you were. I heard something. Yeah,
what?
I heard something on the way in. I was like, wait, what? I heard two things that aren't supposed to be on this family-friendly channel.
What?
But I wasn't here, so now I'm back.
All right.
You're gonna have to watch the whole stream to see what happened.
No, I'll just have to timestamp this, which is I mean, there you go. Hey, listen, I don't know how to do a lot of the computer stuff, but I know what a timestamp is, and I'll go back and just check it out.
All right. Well,
but
make sure to put links to Opcoin.
Opcoin, yeah.
Well.
Opcoin, guys. Opcoin.
Yeah, I mean, if Opossum Coin. I mean, listen, if the Hawk Tula coin could be a thing, so can Opossum Coin.
You know it.
If anything, Opossum Coin is already miles above the Hawk Tula coin.
It's a perfect like whatchamacallit, meta play or whatever, like story, because possums play dead and these coins sometimes play dead, but it's not really dead. It's going to come back to life and it's going to explode and become the biggest coin in the world. That's my story.
And that's how we look for you.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, Davis was trying to explain the coin system to me because I was telling experience in it whatsoever. So I know very little about any kind of coin that's like the NFT thing when that was going on. Didn't know that. I didn't follow it, man. And then by the time I jumped in on it, or like jumped in to try to understand it, it was gone. So I don't know.
You bought some apes at the end there.
No, I didn't. I just saw like a picture of apes, and I was like, "Hey, look! I mean, you've seen my logo. I like a nice silverback gorilla."
It's crazy though. So the Doodles, McDonald's has a collaboration with an NFT called Doodles right now, and all their coffee cups have NFT characters on them, and they have a whole store in Germany or somewhere designed to be like a doodle. And then these other ones, and I'm not trying to promote any of this shit. It's just an interesting story. These other ones called Pudgy Penguins or something. They just did an airdrop. If you owned one of the penguins, they airdropped you just $3,000 last week. They just sent you $3,000 of their new coin just for owning this penguin or whatever. And so all these people are like, I just got $3,000. Like things are popping. NFTs are not. It's like when the internet blew up in the 90s and there was a billion .coms and then all the .coms disappeared because most of them were scams. Same thing. Most NFTs are scams, but over the next 5 or 10 years, you are going to see a few of them turn into household names, and like they're going to be fucking priceless. And all it is a digital ownership over like a JPEG. You just have a certificate of authenticity on the internet that says you own this image. And it's fine. When people say, oh, I could just copy and paste that image, you're an idiot for owning it. No, great. Please copy and paste this image for me. Because the more popular it becomes in the real world, the more valuable it becomes when someone actually wants to own it. And so NFTs as a technology have a tremendous amount of value still ahead. It's just it was a big bubble over the past few years.
No, yeah, I just like, me personally, I just like knowing as much as I can about something before formulating an opinion on it. And that world completely, when it comes to NFTs or Bitcoin, or I know Bitcoin is a type of coin. It's not. I thought Bitcoin was just what you called it. You know what I mean? Like for the longest time. So like that kind of stuff, I have no. That's not my area of expertise.
What's your area of expertise?
Law.
I read a lot.
Law man.
I read a lot of I read a lot of big words and decipher them. Yeah.
What do you do? Is your
I'm
job?
not gonna tell you. I don't want to put it out there.
Why?
Because it's because things could get complicated. I've told Frank this. It's one of those things where
you work in a preschool.
I don't want to be what?
Associated. You don't want the two things associated. You want to separate.
You work at a preschool inside
a
mosque? Is that what? You work at a preschool inside a mosque?
I could tell you privately. It's not a big deal. But
okay, tell me privately right now. Tell me privately.
No, this is not private. All of this is going to be.
Put it in the chat.
No, I don't know which chat. No, I'll tell you
private chat.
I'll message you in the Discord. No, I understand. No. Yeah, I don't want to.
So
but yeah, I'll tell you.
Read it aloud.
So you could what?
So I can.
Oh
read
yeah,
it aloud.
no. Yeah, no. It's like I start sounding it out. No. I like to keep the two separate if I can. I don't have a problem telling people what I do. It's just one of those things where I'd rather. I do. Yeah, I just don't want. It's one of those things where I work in a environment where it's like,
toxic
if
waste?
I get associated, what's that now? Toxic
waste. Your toxic waste removal service that you work in.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I mean, that's not exactly, but sure. Oh, you're talking about it like in the Tony Soprano sense of the word?
I'm not talking about anything. I'm just trying to make conversation.
I understand. But yeah. I can tell you guys privately, but just not here.
All right, that's fine. So Chuco definitely does something with the federal government, so we're aware.
I've been aware that he's a Fed since day one. That's why we're trying to become friendly. It's like if you want to become friends with the person you know who's going to be the school shooter or the office shooter,
that's
you're going to be like, oh, I'm not going to shoot you. Chuco's going to be like, oh, no, I'm not actually arresting you guys. I'm arresting everyone else.
Exactly.
Well,
these are my friends.
No, nothing like that. But I mean, it's yeah. Anyway, off the subject.
We're gonna load you up with so much Opossum Coin that you're gonna look like completely corrupt.
Yeah, they're gonna be like.
You're gonna link it to some kind of account or whatever, and just have me.
Right. What about this? What about this account you have in the Caymans, full of like 12 possum coins?
Bananas.
It's worth at least 14 cents now. What's that sound? I hear.
I don't know. I heard it too.
Feedback.
I heard it too, but
the beeping. Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? Oh, that's Frank's Opossum Coin going up. To the bone.
Notifications.
No, yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's.
It's me on a website trying to cancel my mobile plan.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And I'm speaking to the AI advisor, and every time it messages me, it goes ding.
Oh.
Is there any way we could talk you out of canceling your mobile service? Hey,
now we know what Chuco doesn't do.
Works for AT&T.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh man, the other I was trying to cancel. I already forgot too. I forgot to do it. They got me. But there's this thing. I like to collect physical media. I mean, like the movies. And there was this. I don't know if it's nationwide or anything, but it's called FYE. I bought like this subscription to it. That's how I guess that's the only way they're staying afloat right now. But I bought like a you pay a certain amount a month and you get like this much off or whatever. Dude, I didn't make a single purchase in a year. So I was going to cancel it. And I call them and they told me all the positives that I've been missing out on and that I would lose if it was like, you get a gift card. You've been a member for 3 or more months. You get this much gift card and you get $100 in store credit and you haven't claimed any of that and you'll lose it. And I was like, oh, so I looked into it. You have to like physically mail them something or something like that to get all that stuff. And they're like, oh, and also just to keep you on for the month so you could claim all your stuff, we'll cut your payment in half for this month.
So wait, how much have you given them this year? How much do you pay them a month?
I don't know. It's like $12.
$12 a month. So that's like 120 times is $150 a year that you could be putting into Opossum Coin, that you're putting into fucking some ridiculous service that you don't even use. This is crazy.
I think I'm going to switch to Opossum Coin.
I know you could be scammed by Opossum Coin.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, what I did was I'm going to claim all those rewards because that.
Buster.
Oh, hey, Buster.
Hey. Oh.
There he is.
Buster.
Hey, man.
Where'd you come from?
That's going to be in the notes right there. The appearance of Buster at the end of the.
What you drinking, man?
At the end of the third hour, at the beginning of the fourth hour, you mean to say?
Buster.
Hey, man.
This is a Joe Rogan podcast. Joe Rogan by day, Joe Rogan by night, whatever the fuck they say.
Yeah, no, it's
by day.
Joe Rogan by night, all day.
Yeah, there we go. Buster by day, all
no.
night.
Oh, dog. I love that dog.
He's pretty good.
He's a good dog.
Yeah, he's a good dog.
Hey, man.
Look at him. No, man. Speaking of that guy, Joe Rogan, I like his podcast, man. He holds it down pretty well.
I'm not talking
a couple that are just
talking about Buster being retarded.
Oh no! Oh yeah,
Joe Rogan's real good. Yeah.
Yeah, he has really good good people on most of the time. Sometimes there's kind of like duds in there but I don't know if you guys listen to him. But Protect Our Parks, it's always hilarious to me, man.
Those are the best episodes.
Protect Our Parks. How many parks have they saved?
I think like 6, right? 5 or 6.
They do good work.
Yeah. We're gonna start protecting parks too, guys. MonsterFam, protect our parks. Not parks though. We gotta protect something else.
What do you want to protect?
Our physical media.
I don't know. Protect physical media. There you go.
Yeah. Are you here protecting physical media, or are you just releasing your movie straight to fucking Tubi? You fucking
you degenerate.
No, well,
we need copies.
No, absolutely, dude. I was always into collecting physical media, but I really got really back into it because I started noticing that some of these streaming services, they censor certain things out. Totally. As far as like I was watching a comedy. I don't even know. I had never seen it, so I was watching it. I don't know if it was like I don't know. It was like Playmate. What was it? It was like a movie about these two guys that one of them falls into a coma and his girlfriend in high school ends up becoming like a playmate or something like that. And what's it called, man? I can't remember. What's that now? It's like one of those early. Yeah. It's one of those early 2000s comedies, you know. And I was watching it, and I'm watching the movie, and I see the guy say something, and his lips are saying something else, but they changed it on a streaming service for him to like audibly say something different.
Sure.
And I was like, "Why?"
The movie Scream, right?
Yeah.
There's a whole joke in the beginning of the movie Scream about them changing stuff for being on TV. What was it, The Exorcist or something, or whatever? Yeah. It's like, I mean, they've been doing that since, cut for TV days or something like that. And so your argument still stands, but it's just funny that I didn't even consider that like certain streaming services do it as well or whatever. And then we're dependent on them now, so it's very important to get the physical media to get the original. The original thing.
Going back to Home Alone again, in Home Alone 2, if you watch it on Disney Plus, they've cut out the World Trade Center and the Donald Trump scene.
Oh god.
So anyway.
They cut out the Donald Trump scene?
That's that's the end of that montage, right?
Yeah. Yeah, right at the beginning of the film, he's at the World Trade Center and he's looking up at it, and they cut all that out.
Yeah.
Why did they cut that out?
Donald Trump or the World Trade Center?
The World Trade Center.
Great question.
Yeah, sensitivity. I don't know.
They replaced it with Daryl Hannah's back hair.
Yeah, coming around.
Well, like even that. See, like removing, like say what you want, right? But removing Donald Trump from Home Alone, like really, like people are that sensitive about it. Like that's.
Well,
I understand. I guess
Bob left the server over it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't watch Home Alone 2 anymore.
Crazy.
Hey, listen, I didn't see any other president helping Kevin McAllister find his way through that lobby. All right?
Exactly.
Chuco's literally saying someone's got to make America great again. He literally just said that.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying. I'm stating a fact. A fact is Trump helped Kevin McAllister.
Here's a
find
fact.
what is it?
If Biden would have found Kevin McAllister in some hotel in New York, you know what he would have done with him? Things I won't even tell you. I won't even tell you because
we all know the answer. That's why.
Yeah, Chuco's channel would be banned if I went on a rant about what he would do to that boy's anus.
That's a whole.
Okay, all right.
So this is
supple butthole.
This is a whole market that I don't think is cornered yet. Is the movie conspiracy combination conversation, where it's like we review movies and then we combine it with like what Bohemian Groves are doing. Yep.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy that we're going on like I guess it is a holiday party without HR. Holy cow, man! We start talking about movies. It's like all like like what's your favorite Christmas movie? Now we're talking about like the conspiracies when it comes to.
What's your favorite conspiracy? That's the question. What's your favorite conspiracy?
Well, what do we mean by favorite? Which one do we want to be blown open the most and proved to be not be a conspiracy?
Yeah, I don't know. I like Flat Earth because it has the ice ice wall.
By the most. Okay.
Yeah, whatever one is most.
We're talking about like what's an entertaining thing to hear about as far as conspiracies go?
Yeah, I like the Flat Earth stuff. But what do you guys like?
I'm trying to think. I like hearing the political, like the people that reinforce their political belief as far as like the race to the moon. I like hearing about those, like because of like, have you heard that one where it's like it was faked because we were up against Russia in the space race?
The moon landing?
So it's like, the moon landing. So that's fake. That we eventually got there, but like the whole thing was like filmed on a set. And I like hearing that. I'm not saying I agree or disagree with it. I just like hearing about it. Like it's interesting to kind of like read into it a little bit. Mm-hmm. I like historical kind of conspiracy theories. The modern ones are kind of silly sometimes. I'm just like, okay, all right, but
like what? What modern ones are silly?
Well, to me, let me think. Off the top of my head, now that you put me on the spot, I'm trying to think of one.
What, Pizzagate?
Well, like I've always thought, what's Pizzagate?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about it.
No.
The Gate Massacre was freaking awesome movie though.
Yeah. It was.
Pizzagate is when there was a tunnel underneath this place called Comet Pizza. And that's where there was like this vast network of tunnels, and that's where they would get the children to the higher ups, the powerful elite, send this line of Haitian children to their demise at Comet Pizza.
Is that like a legit conspiracy theory?
Very legit.
You look into it, it's fucking. John Podesta. Look into John Podesta. That's fun. He's a fun guy. Anthony Weiner. They're all fun guys.
I like
they got fun names.
I like the classics about chemtrails and lizard people.
Yeah.
I love
the lizard people one's cool.
Conspiracies because 9/11 definitely was an inside job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, to the FBI agent that has joined the server in the chat, welcome. Yeah. So it's like those are. I guess that's history now, right? It's been over 20 years, so I suppose that when does it become history? Yesterday, or when does it become officially like, oh, that's a historical event after? But I don't know, man.
Immediately. So I had a conversation with my buddy Hank right after, like a little bit after 9/11. And he was like, I was under the impression that we were like in a post-history world. Like everything important that had happened previously, and we were going to read about it, and we were all kind of like living. I can't explain it as well as he did, but he's like, but this is part of history. We are experiencing history in the moment, and I feel like you know it. Like you fucking know it. Like there's no like 9/11 is 20 years old, so now it's history. This was one of those moments where like you knew that people would be asking, where were you when it happened? Like that doesn't happen very often. Like,
well, it's more of an American point of view because I mean we were pretty sheltered through the 80s and 90s. I mean we've had it pretty good.
To say that history had not, exactly his point of view there. You are very right about that.
No, that's a good point too. Hazy, is there anything like specific to where y'all are at as far as like I guess like an equivalent to that or a conspiracy theory that's like interesting, just that's regional compared to ours?
Well, I mean, I live in Yorkshire. Not much happens here, but in the like greater aspect of the United Kingdom, I would say that compatibility-wise, I would say the 7/7 bombings, which happened after 9/11 in London, were quite horrific. And after that, we noticed then that everywhere you went, there was police with guns and stuff got locked down a lot more after that.
Yep.
So that's about the closest I can think. Apart from that, I mean, England is such a small island; nothing happens here really.
Right on. And as far as like conspiracy theories go, do y'all have any that are like just unique to your area, to Yorkshire?
I suppose there's the Beast of Bodminton Moor is a conspiracy theory, I guess. There's meant to be a giant cat that was released from some military base in the Yorkshire Moors, and it's but it doesn't exist. It's like Bigfoot, and that's about the only one I know of this area anyway.
That's fun though. Big giant cat.
Big black puma-like cat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a Clifford the Big Red Dog kind of cat. It's like a puma cat.
Yeah, that's what they reckon it is, but it's never been seen. It's, you know.
Right. We have a werewolf in South Texas, but I never seen it. People talk about it.
A werewolf? I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, I have to ask my brother about it. There's some fucking man beast werewolf guy. I don't know.
It's not like a chupacabra or something like that, right?
No, it's something else.
All right.
It fucking tears apart cars and shit. It's crazy.
Whoa!
Look at that. That's obviously a legal plant. All the stuff in there is legal. Wow, that's a good setup.
There you go.
I love it.
Legal-ish.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Have that there.
Legal enough.
I'm gonna get, so this is the small one. I'm gonna do a 6 foot or 4 foot by 4 foot right next to it, so I can move some of them out of it in a little bit because I've already overwhelmed the small one. So I'm gonna have two cats down here. It's gonna be real nice.
For the people watching, just understand we're in different parts of the country here.
Legal in New York.
Yeah, we're in different parts of the country here. Yeah, and so I just want for the record to show that I am not there and I am here.
Just a chill guy. Just a chill guy.
Chill, just hands in my pockets. Chill guy.
I didn't see nothing.
Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna hold up, but that's fine.
God, look at him back there like a fucking scientist.
I'm not looking at it. I'm not watching him.
It's like a midnight scientist over there. You need, neon. Oh man, that's wow.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Look at all that good stuff.
Well, it's like I lived in when I lived in Oregon, it was just kind of like shocking to see how like because it was like a legitimate culture shock for me being from here when going up there and just seeing that it was just there. All this stuff that you hear.
Only from Oregon, or are you from Texas?
No, I'm from Texas, and I grew up in Texas, born and raised, and then undergrad I went to Texas too. But when I went up there, it was just like a complete culture shock to me. Like the whole, I didn't really enjoy Portland, Oregon. Sorry, Portland, it's not my kind of place. But like Oregon in itself was just kind of a major culture shock. I met some good people up there for sure. One of my best friends is up there, so it's pretty interesting. But yeah, not my kind of place. But it was definitely a culture shock that it was just available. You could just walk in there like it's a liquor store, man. It's interesting. It's interesting to see how the country has changed in that regard too. because I remember when Colorado made it or decriminalized it or either made it legal, it was like a big deal, and now just different parts of the country are just, you can just walk in and get it. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
When I moved to Texas, it was still illegal in New York, and my buddy invented this. So this bong I have 5 of them because my buddy,
Frank showed me this before, yeah.
What? Yeah.
What? I don't even know what a bong is.
This hookah smoking device. I got a bunch of them. So when he invented them, he only had 3 in Texas at the time, and he was trying to get one into Seth Rogen's hands. He was trying to get one into China to remanufacture, and he ended up getting into Seth Rogen's hands. Seth Rogen hit it on Instagram. 10 million people watched it. That's how the company blew up. But then I left Texas. I came back to New York, and everything became legal over that time frame. And to me, it seemed like this pipe dream, which is that this thing would ever blow up. And then I moved to New York, and I see this thing on the shelves at like different smoke shops everywhere. I'm like, the world has changed in 7 years. Like I was in Williamson, I was in Austin, so Austin was like a little bit nicer on people, but right across the border of Austin, you're going to jail for a fucking dime bag. Like, and so now suddenly, like, I'm just a couple years removed from that, coming back to New York, and like people are smoking it legally, and all these bongs that I had just seen as a concept are all over the place, and it's just fucking wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, it definitely is. It is crazy. Like I said, I'm not like knowledgeable on it, so I don't really talk about it all that much, but I've seen it. I mean, it's just interesting to see how the world has changed. Even the places where it's illegal, just to see it being a little bit more relaxed.
It's
as far as like
the whole country.
Yeah,
what's that now?
I was just about to bring that up. In England, it's illegal. I smoke it. It's illegal. But it's that widely used that the police just don't really do anything about it anymore. It's not worth their time filling out the paperwork for a joint, you know?
Totally. That's why that's what it became here for the longest time. And then it's just like at a certain point, you have to like admit that if you're not going to enforce the laws, then that the laws aren't, worth having.
And it's a way for them to make more money off of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who gets really... Oh, go ahead, Hazy. I'm sorry.
No, I was done. Sorry, you're all right.
Oh, no. I was gonna say the person that gets really passionate about it is going back is Joe Rogan. Dude, he gets like super, super passionate about it, and it gets to the point for me where I'm just like, okay, I get it. You're really into it. You know what I mean? Like it. To me, I don't get all that interested in it, but it's just to hear people get really passionate about that, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's in a way it's like our generation's prohibition period. I don't see how they're gonna hold on to. I mean, it's so decriminalized everywhere now that I don't see how it's gonna be. Even New Mexico recently, I think, legalized it or decriminalized it. I'm not sure.
Schedule it. That's it. It's gonna be legal everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't really follow it. That's not a passion of mine, so I don't follow it.
Drugs then, Chuco? What are your drugs of choice? Caffeine?
Not games.
Yeah, you're getting those games?
Yeah, heavy doses of caffeine, man. That's, I will say that.
Pre-workout or something? Pre-workout?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll drink that.
It is heavy. That shit'll fuck you up.
Dude, yeah, at 1:30 in the morning when you're still like this, like you're still like wired, you realize how much caffeine's in those things, dude. Nah, but I'm actually tame compared to. I mean, I've heard people mix Monster energy drinks with pre-workout or like 2 scoops of pre-workout. Dude, that is insane. Like, talk about training till failure. Your heart's gonna just pop. Yeah. So it's just like nah. I mean. There was a point where I was drinking a lot of like coffee in the morning because I'm just not a morning guy. I woke up at 6 to make it to 10 o'clock stream.
Yeah, we didn't have I was this early, bro. We could have definitely.
No, it's okay. No, it was my own fault. It's because I thought, I was like, okay, I'll wake up, go get a workout in, so I'm awake, because I'm just not an AM guy. It's just my conversation gets a little bit better as the night. I think you and I had like a really great conversation one time, and it was like 3 a.m, dude. We were just like texting each other, and I was just like, all right, probably in the server, yeah. So we were having
go on.
No, it was in the server, I think, but it's like you're just able to process things. At least for me, I'm processing things a lot better at night. than I do in the morning. Like in the morning, I'm just kind of like trying to make it, man. Trying to survive.
I think when we schedule another one of these, like I wasn't joking, I think it'd be fun to turn this into like a quarterly holiday party type thing. Like we'll find the holiday, like I said, St. Patrick's Day would be a good next one, and then we'll do it at like 5 or Eastern, like 3 your time or something. You know, like that's still early enough for Hazy to show up at like 10 p.m. and party till like 2 a.m. You know, like
yeah. I just try to consider like Hazy and Heathen. I don't know who else lives overseas. I you know what I mean? So when I said 12 Eastern, Nagu, man, what time is it for Nagu? Is he asleep?
Hours? Is it 12 hours?
I don't remember. It's something silly. I don't know. He's on some whacked out schedule.
Yeah,
and then
he's gonna pop into.
And he'll say it somehow they have a 30. He'll be like, it's 12:30 when it's like 4 o'clock here. Well, how is it 12:30 if it's 4 o'clock here? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what's going on in India.
I don't know, man, dude. I have to expect Nagu to like show up from like the top of a mountain at some point and be like, hey guys, I'm here, MonsterFam. Like just random, like just AI generated background or something. Yeah. He's become more of a myth. KT, I was telling him he's like more of a mythical person now than an actual guy to me, because like every time I've tried to like question him to see if he's a bot, he kind of like just skirts the questions and then just dips, and then Davis and well, mostly Davis just kind of like makes him a mythical person. So now I'm just like, wow.
It's not like what how Cap does those advertisements for the Dirty Basement when he uses like the possum, he uses Ward as the chef, and now Nagu's kind of like gonna become one of those other characters, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's very funny.
No, yeah, so it's cool, man.
Cap has created a lot of the lore. He has his lizard Fred, who's a character he posts about a lot. He has all these comic strips that he posts. I feel like Chuco, you haven't noticed it as much, like because it's kind of like sporadic. But like you asked like where did the possum come from earlier? Like what is a possum?
Yeah.
It's based on the fact that Davis created his avatar as a possum like 2 or 3 years ago, and so then Cap ended up turning it into a little character in his little cartoons to promote Ward's Dirty Basement. And so it's just like, I don't think Davis purposely is trying to be a fucking possum. It's just all fucking like snowballs.
No, yeah. No, that's cool, man. So like now I associate the possum with Davis, which is there it is making an appearance.
And then what happened? That movie fucking what was the movie where there was the dead possum behind the Terrifier 2, right?
Terrifier 2, yeah.
And so we all saw it in theaters except for Davis, and it was such a great moment that none of us spoiled it for him. Like we all knew, just don't say anything in this server about that fucking scene. None of us told each other not to.
You guys just did it.
Yeah, we're like until he sees this, no one say fucking anything.
That's
awesome,
did.
Dude.
Yeah, I'll never forget it.
So Davis, do you like
the picture, Davis? Remember Damien Leone? Posted it or something.
Yeah. I made a picture of the possum coming back and cutting Art's head off. Find it somewhere. Posted in the server.
Speaking of Damien Leone, bringing it back to movies, dude, he seems like he'd be cool to talk to as far as like bringing him in. I feel like at least before, now it'd probably be harder to get a hold of him and talk to him as far as like his vision. But
dude, totally. So when we first started all this, I was it was me and 3 other YouTube hosts, similar to what Chuco. Like it was me and this dude, John, who did Survivor's Guild, Video Creep, and then Kenny from Channel of the Living Dead, and he interviewed David Howard Thornton, and I ended up producing and editing that episode right after Terrifier came out, and it felt so fucking innocent. It was just like you could reach out to David Howard Thornton and we could just interview him, and we were all in StreamYard like this. And so here's how small Terrifier was at the time. I thought that we could premiere Terrifier 2 in the Discord. I was like, I'm gonna talk to Damien just like we like premiere like Psycho Ape 2 or like After School Lunch Special 2 with Andrew Chambers. I thought that Terrifier and Damien were so small that I was like, we're going to premiere Terrifier 2 here. And then the next thing you know, it's the fucking biggest horror movie in the world. But that's how quickly it really it was that small. You could just talk to them. You could just hang out with them. And now you can't. Like now that's not possible.
Yeah, it seems like now would be hard because I've what is it? I've seen videos of them and they've been like really, really cool about talking to people, but now like they go to those cons and I'm pretty sure they hear the same stuff now. They've gone into that circuit, you know, and they've broken through.
I'm not saying that they wouldn't be open to offers from someone as small as us. I'm just saying that they're getting so many offers, like you're saying, that it's like, how do you weed it all out? You know, they're not. It's not that they feel too big. I wouldn't want to say that of them because they do seem to be very humble and to have kept their spirit. About it, you know, but obviously it's just there's getting too many offers now, so it's all just fucking noise.
Right. For sure. David Howard Thornton's. For me, he's been a big standout as far as like, I don't know how far you get with, I mean, Art the Clown as a concept was really cool, but that guy's performance, man, he just kind of came out of, I mean, I never saw him before that, man. So I think I've even said it in my Terrifier reviews, like his performance as
that's all
that what now?
There's nothing you would have seen him in before that. This is it.
Yeah, exactly. So, and he really, I mean, he sells it. Like I really think, and maybe, I mean, it's probably not a hot take or anything like that, but he's definitely going to be one of those guys that's like known for Art the Clown. Like it's like an iconic status for him as far as like Freddie, Robert Englund with Freddie, and you know what I mean, on that level, I think personally, but I'm not sure.
It would be difficult.
He's already there.
Yeah. I'm excited to see where that goes, man. I was kind of like, maybe I read into it a little too much, but man, it's just like writers always have like a way of, I mean, they're writers. It's not like just surface level stuff. So especially with that Terrifier 3, everybody's good on Terrifier 3, right? You guys have seen it?
Yeah.
Well, it's like you see a lot of like, I think we talked about it once before, was like you see a lot of like biblical elements, not necessarily just like the crown of thorns and stuff, but like I remember seeing like a lamb in the corner of I think the character's name is Gabby's room, and then you see her get thrown in and sacrifice, or you know what I mean, you see Sienna's hands get cut up. Like there's a lot of like deeper elements to that movie that I think a lot of people just kind of miss on the surface of it, that I'd be interested to talk to like Damien Leone about. You see a lot of like Catholic images of it.
You just made that word.
Yeah. That word now?
Catholic is not a word.
It's not Catholic is a word, isn't it?
You could say Catholic imagery. I think.
Is that a real word?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I love it. I appreciate learning new things. You're the one who reads big words, not me. My bad.
No, I mean,
no, but I think you're right.
Just a word.
There's a lot of like Christian imagery in Terrifier 2 and Terrifier 3, and it makes me question like how deep this guy is into Christian Gnosticism, which is
it's like
bizarro shit. It's the kind of shit that I'm into. So if he's into it too, that means that he's that Terrifier 4 and 5 is going to be like crazy fucking hellscape world.
And it's going to go that far. They're going to make a lot more of these things.
Yeah. But I wonder how much of it's going to turn into like a spinoff, you know, versus like what's the main timeline of Terrifier. Because like even going back to what Davis is saying, like even at the most basic level, the guy that I feel like he named Sienna's dad Michael for a reason. Like I feel like maybe he was the reason he was fighting whatever Art was before. You know what I mean? And he had to hand that responsibility down to Sienna. That's like my kind of like concept of it, is like Michael was fighting the demon or Satan or whatever, and now he has to hand this down to Sienna, and he's not there to fight her anymore. But even like on the most basic sense, like Michael is like the archangel that casts Satan into to hell, right? I think in Catholic story, or even in Christian just story, if you're going to look at it as a story, right? So it's just interesting to see how deep that is. Just really as a writer,
it's really deep. There's in Christian Gnosticism, there's this figure called Yaldo Beoth, and it's basically the story is there's an archon named Pistis Sophia, and she wanted to create something just by herself, without her consort, without anybody else, anybody's input, and she did it far away from everyone. And when she created this thing, it was this ghastly thing. It's kind of like an abortion, basically. It was a lion with the body of a serpent, and it's kind of a horrifying thing. So she hid it away, and basically what the Gnostics believe is that we're all inside the dream of Yaldabaoth, and Yaldabaoth thinks he's the main god. He thinks he's the god, but outside of that sphere, there is a god above him. But we live in this world, in his dream, and he has a tortured mind, and that's where the suffering comes from. So if Damien Leone is tapping into that, that's the story of like the reality that Sienna finds herself in, is like this tortured world where this creature named Art the Clown, and what's fucked up about it is her father created it. So
yeah,
so she has to, yeah, it's really fucked up. But anyway,
that's interesting. I've never even like heard of that kind of
when the witch gives birth to Art the Clown, how does she give birth to it? It's a head, Art the Clown's head, and the body is a serpent like. So he's into this stuff, man, like hardcore.
Well, at the very minimum, he's like, I mean, it's a lot deeper than it looks, right? Because you look at Terrifier, the first one, and it's just really, and he said it, right? It's just like a concept kind of piece for Art the Clown to get him out there into the mainstream. And he kind of just built some notoriety up with that. But then you see Terrifier 2. I still didn't see so much of I'd have to go back and watch it again. There were certain things in Terrifier 2, now that I think about it, where like they did set up Terrifier 3 pretty well. But like, I mean that like as character development for Sienna, because like I thought in T3, I mean, I'm gonna call it T3. I know there's Terminator 3, but just T3 for the sake of this right here. In T3, like Sienna's like really dealing with like the trauma of Art the Clown. And at first when I saw it, I was like, okay, this might be a little bit overacted as far as being trauma stricken. I thought for a second, but I went back and watched Terrifier 2, and she's already on like I think she's like on certain medication for that kind of level of trauma and anxiety and stuff like that.
She's already
broken. Yeah, because of her dad. So I didn't realize that. So it's cool to revisit, but it's interesting that you bring that up. Yeah, it's a lot deeper than I think a lot of people have been paying attention to, and that's what gets me. That's what really got me. Hang on, KT's back.
All right, sorry guys.
No, it's cool. But that's what really gets me excited about Terrifier. It's not so much like the movie itself, I guess. It's just that Damien Leone's been real deep about it, and I like also watching him break into the mainstream. That just gives indie film goers an opportunity. It shows like, hey, there's a chance. There might be a slight chance.
I appreciate you saying that, and because I feel like these make me echo.
No, you're good. I can hear you fine.
All right. My buddy Tom, who I see out about at the bars when I go out, we would talk Terrifier all the time. He dressed as Art like 4 years ago for Halloween. Like he was really into it. So I see him recently. I'm like, did you see Terrifier 3? He's like, no, it's sold out at this point. I'm really not into it. Like, it's mainstream audiences. And like, that's that whole opposite. Like, I love what you just said, Chuco. Is like, I want to see this person go to more mainstream audiences. I'm proud of him. I'm excited for him. He came from the fucking grit and grind, and he made it. He didn't just get like put there by the studios or something. And so I didn't have that conversation. I wasn't willing to sit there and try and convince someone in the bar. He just wasn't with it. But like, but it seemed to me like, because similarly, he's probably the same with music. It's like, oh, my favorite band makes it. Like, oh, I'm not into them anymore. It's like, no, be happy for them.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I echo that sentiment, because I know those people. I know how they are. They're the I got it when it was cool thing.
Mhm.
I got that
Yeah.
too. Like when
But
I
it's
remember
like-
back when I was like a teenager and that band
Right.
Disturbed when before they got signed, we seen them at like almost every Friday at the Metro in Chicago. And when they got signed, there's like a group of them who just that they swore them off just because they got signed.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. And it's so
Yeah,
stupid. It's like you respect these artists so much, you follow them, and then once they get a little money in their pockets, you fucking turn away from them. It's like fuck you, man.
It's
And you're
childish.
yeah. It's like no.
No, that's why. And people have asked me like, "How are you into Terrifier?" Like, people that know me like on day to day, they'd be like, "Really, Terrifier?" Like, even like, there's somebody that I know that's like a horror fan, and she's like not into it, this and that, and I'm like, I'm legitimately a fan just because I saw, you see it go from this small little thing, a bunch of shorts, and then just builds into this, worldwide kind of horror film that breaks into the mainstream, and that's like awesome to watch, man. That's why you get into movies, man. At least for me, you hear about like all these busts, like think about all these people that are trying their best and they just bust after bust, and then boom, you get one.
It's amazing. So it's amazing that a movie like Terrifier 3 is in theaters. Like just
yeah.
Absolutely.
Sitting there watching, I can't believe like the part with the chainsaw, the shower scene and all that. Like, I can't believe I'm watching this.
And that children are allowed to see it.
That's at the mall,
Yeah, that's wild.
What's like you just to put it in perspective, like, and I joke about it and bring it up, but how many hangers do you have? You know what I mean? How many? Let's
stop talking about Hanger like the general audience is going to know what Hanger is. I don't want to give that film like any more air.
We're having a conversation amongst ourselves. How many are there really of that? Like not many.
No, yeah, okay, that's a fair point. But to compare it to something, how many I don't know, Zombiever movies, Zombie Beaver.
Zombiever is really good.
Yeah.
Zombiever.
You know what I mean? Is that a little bit more mainstream bad?
Yeah, that's a mainstream. That's like a little bit above a sci-fi flick, but it's definitely below, Maxine.
Yeah, there you go. So how many of those are like just, pumped out and stuff like that, and then you get one Terrifier for every like 100 of those. You know what I mean?
Rare.
It's just
very
rare. But
you got to have the balls to do something like that, and then you have to have the
tenacity, because what Chuco's saying is from the shorts to what he did now. It's like not just the balls, but like he's been doing this for 12 years or more since the first shorts. Like this isn't like a 3-4 year overnight wonder. Like he failed, and then like he failed again, and he just kept on going.
And to have the technical know-how to do the
special
effects and know all the different departments. That's a worker, man. That's someone to watch for.
I want to touch on that a little bit, but I want to say hi to Rainbow Fright, who just popped up in the chat. How you doing, Rainbow Fright? She's probably she told us she was going to be at
from the con. I know.
Yeah, from the con.
She's at a what is it called? What would you call this? A thrift store convention, a thrift con, which sounds really cool.
She should hop in and be a ambassador from the con. Like, hey, everybody, it's me, Ray.
Exactly. Yeah. DeRay, you could promote them.
And then
we all can promote them.
And then Nagu pops in, and we just cut away from her entirely just to see what he does.
Yeah.
Breaking news. ThriftCon. Woo!
Live from ThriftCon. Right on. I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, going back to what Damien Leone, I mean, yeah, I think I even read a story where it's like he had to like stop production, and he was doing everything himself, like makeup, gore effects, all that stuff. Like he just learned it, being inspired by Tom Savini, and just kind of like he just kept doing it. He'd stop production for weeks so he could catch up, so he can do it himself. What is that? I can't read backwards.
That's the Tom Savini Bizarro book.
Nice.
Oh,
you're in mirror version or
that's
something.
Cool.
Yeah,
it's all mirror right now.
My whole world's mirrored. Gosh.
It is right now. It has to be.
You can read this, right? Yeah, you can read that.
Oh yeah, that says Brooklyn something.
Can you read this?
How do I do
it? Says
I can read that.
Fistmas. Yeah,
Fistmas.
Brooklyn.
We're not sponsored.
Yeah,
Chuco's
not
Powerhouse
sponsored
Cinema
yet,
is not
but if,
sponsored.
if Brooklyn Brewery wants to sponsor us, I'll email you later.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, go ahead and consider us. We're giving pretty hot takes on Terrifier right now, I think. But
We did it.
We did it. We broke into the mainstream ourselves by talking
Right.
about stuff that breaks into the mainstream. No, but
No, I changed the
yeah, I'm
mirror.
excited.
Now you can read it.
No, it's still there.
What?
At least for
This
me.
means we've been looking at Davis backwards the whole time. I gotta like re-envision you. You're the whole other way.
So like you're sitting on the right side? Wait a minute. So you're not Davis.
Zorro Davis.
What did Nagu do to Davis?
Where's
That's
the
your
cat?
left hand. That's your left hand you just did that with, isn't it?
That's
just wild.
No, this is too much for me right now.
But so I want to go back to something.
I can't figure it out.
Oh,
I want to go back to something you were saying before about watching Damien Leone go from small, shorts to what he's doing. Is like that's not why, but one of the benefits of hanging out with someone like James and Andrew last week. Like I've known James Dean, the director of XXXmas, since he made a 30-minute short called Maniac Nun versus Leo Fontaine or something like that. And it's like we watched that 5 years ago together, and now we're sitting here watching his full-length movies together. Slowly but surely, he's not blowing up to Damien Leone status, but you sit here and you watch someone who you respect do what they said they were going to do. And and you're like, oh shit, you made that movie. You really made, and then you made another movie, and you're working on a third movie. Fuck, and it's like, and it's really impressive and cool. And you want to support them. You want to be a fan. I give to the Kickstarters. I go to the premieres. Similar to watching someone like you, Chuco. Like, I met DeRay when her channel had like 70 followers. Just you meet these people, you watch them make video after video and gain 5 followers here, 10 followers there, and then it's just you see where they go, and it's fun.
I am looking at a very interesting picture at Davis right now. I see myself, I see KT, I see what is going
sharing
on.
The screen. That's all his security cameras he has around him.
Bro is secure.
I'll be right back.
All right, cool. No, I'm really interested. Like, that's why I talked to Heathen. I want to know more about Heathen's project, honestly, because they put up videos talking about other horror movies, which I appreciate. But I haven't investigated or asked her or John about their movie much at all. So,
hey, I respect anyone who wants to take on making a movie without big money. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Yeah, it's
outside of having an idea.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. It's complicated. I've read up on it just because this is something I like to do. Just anything related to movies. It's interesting to me. So I've read up on how to try to. But Heathen, when she was here, she made really good points about it. It's you need an agent, but you need to have had work to get an agent, and then if you haven't had work, it's like a whole cycle. You know what I mean? So it's really hard to just kind of break into it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. So hopefully we can see the product of all their hard work. It'll be cool.
Were they trying to make a short or something?
No, I think they're making a movie, a full-length feature.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know. Davis, do you know if they're making a full-length feature or if they're making a short or something?
Idea. Yeah, they're going to make a movie.
Nice.
Yeah, you love to see that. I mean, and they're both pretty knowledgeable. So I have hope in their movie, man. Hopefully they can pump it out and we can stream it or not stream it. We can all watch it in MonsterFam and kind of talk about it. That'd be cool. Just try to get a little promotion around them. Have you guys heard anything about what it entails or what the plot is or anything like that?
No, I don't know anything about it.
It's body horror and shit.
Oh, okay.
Stuff we're into. So
okay,
that'll be cool.
Yeah, the collective we're into. Yeah. Oh no, but I don't know what. Circling it back, I guess to Christmas. We've been. I don't know.
Circling back. Let's talk about Home Alone.
Home
We're in for a
Alone.
long-
No,
We're in for a
No,
long
no.
haul. We're gonna dissect that movie.
no. I mean, I don't want you guys to feel like I'm keeping you.
You're
I
not.
You're
I
not
can keep
keeping us.
going.
I can
No.
talk about Home Alone all day, and I will.
Absolutely. It's like I will.
What the
Did we
wet
lose
All right,
Hazy?
bandits did to that boy?
here's a question. Here's a question then. With you have Joe Pesci on your cast.
Yeah.
Let him go. Let him fly. I know they need the like, you know, maybe for like a director's cut. Like let him
You
just say what he wants.
You
Yeah.
motherfucking kid!
Yes.
I'll fucking bid you over and I will fuck your ass, you little piece of shit! You open this door right now,
Come
or
on,
I will
like
burn
yes.
this fucking house down.
Bro, but then you basically get Tommy from Goodfellas going after
That's
Kevin
okay.
McAllister. You know what I mean? Like it's like when you just kill Spider and Goodfellas just for nothing. It's just gonna be the same thing, man. Just the
Fire
wet bandits would.
disrespected them though.
It's true.
I guess he did, but not for nothing. Yeah, I suppose you guys made a valid point there. But yeah, no. Every time I watch that scene, I'm always like, it's so nonchalant. It's just like he's dead. He's like, what did you do? He's just like smacks him. Like it's just so nonchalant and Goodfellas, man. Oh my god. It's just like, yeah.
What he should have done to
Nah,
Kevin
yeah, you're right.
McAllister. Yeah.
It's like, just so you know, I have a tarantula. Freaking tarantula.
You know, in reality, that's probably how that would have went down. Kevin would have gotten shot.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. They made. I was telling them about it earlier. There's like a Family Guy like meme about it where it's like if Home Alone was real, then that's why I'm saying I'm quoting that little thing. Is like Kevin. He's like, just so you know, I have a tarantula, and the burglars just shoot him. Like it's just like it's just stupid. It's like the whole premise is kind of silly, but that's why people enjoy it. It's just like a family friendly type of silly. You see Joe Pesci doing stupid stuff. I forget the name. What's Marv's? What's the actor's name?
Daniel Stern.
Daniel Stern.
Yeah, dude, that guy. He was the funniest dude to me. He's in what is it? Rookie of the Year as well.
Yeah,
he's just like that coach that's just chewing on the sunflower seeds all the time. One of my favorite scenes, and I don't know how well versed you or how much you guys have seen Rookie of the Year, but they're walking up to the women. He's like, "Excuse me, ladies," and like the girls are like waiting for him to say something. He's like, "Excuse me." And they move out of the way and they go to like a stupid video game. Like, I don't know, it's a pinball machine or something.
I know what you're talking about. I remember that part. Yeah.
It's like, excuse me, ladies. Excuse me. Yeah, no. Him, dude, when he gets hit with the stupid bricks, oh my god, man. That sends me over the edge, bro.
A lot of those
hilarious.
They've taken should have killed them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I was telling them. But I don't know. This is something we talked about a little bit earlier, but I don't know if you weren't here, KT. So I was going to ask you: have you heard the theory that Kevin McAllister turns into Jigsaw, like later in life?
I could see it. Yeah, I never heard of that. No.
I feel like I'm making something up now. I feel like I have to back up my.
You're covering old territory, and you're floundering because you're talking about some internet theory of Kevin McAllister being Jigsaw. That doesn't make any sense.
I like that theory. That's a conspiracy theory that I enjoy jumping into.
All right, well, let's dig into it. When did you get canceled?
No.
Kevin McAllister oppressed the Native Americans.
What?
Well, like in The Shining.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Huh.
If you think about it, Kevin McAllister was the Indians that were massacred, and they put a hotel on top of Kevin McAllister. And now, whenever a person goes there to take care of the hotel, they're home alone, right?
Mm.
And they're home alone with Kevin McAllister, and he's like haunting them, right? So, if you think about it, The Shining is a Christmas movie.
Yay!
Right?
I mean, clearly. I wouldn't know. You didn't have to go through that mental gymnastics. You could have just said it was snowing.
I was going to say the same thing. Anything that has snow in it is a
Christmas movie, more or less.
Like Phantoms.
Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker.
Groundhog Day.
There was
even though it's February.
Groundhog Day. Definitely
Which one?
Christmas movie.
Groundhog's Day. Oh.
Yep.
Even though it's
snow.
There's snow in it.
There's snow.
Even though it's February, there's snow.
Hey, preach. Rules are rules.
That's it.
Absolutely.
He had to celebrate Christmas, like even though it's the same day, 365 days. You'd be like, help! I gotta celebrate Christmas on one of those days, right?
Sure,
What's the canon? What's the canon amount of time he was on the same day? I heard something. It was like
it was like 30 odd years or something.
Yeah, he was alive for a long time.
That is insane.
He learned to play the piano.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
What would you guys
insane.
do? What would you guys do if you were in a loop like that?
Masturbate furiously.
Well, after
so
30
it would
years,
change from your regular days now.
It's no change at all.
He's like, I would just have the same day.
Listen. All right, this is the premise. All right, let me back up. This is the premise. Okay, so you're stuck in the same time loop, and you're with Andie MacDowell, mother of Margaret Qualley, and she never ages. What do you do?
Rape her before the reset.
Oh! You don't go for the R word. The first, you gotta think about it. They're on, see, KT and Frank, they're just simmering on it. They're like, I don't know.
This motherfucker's like, she's gonna forget tomorrow, so.
Yeah.
It's terrible. That's terrible.
Hazy automatically is like, I'm gonna take her to a red tunnel and I'm gonna pound her from behind.
Oh my god.
Oh no, KT's getting pummeled by a Frenchman. Frenchman came out of the tunnel to get KT. Bend him over that fucking chair we all love.
Yeah, no, dude, being stuck in a loop like that's I don't know, man. How do you get out of the loop? You got to figure out how to get out of the loop, don't you? At some point.
No, but you're remembering things from the previous day, right? And so you're learning more and more about this Margaret Qualley's mom, and you're gaining her trust and learning her interests, and then
Eventually
I'd say within like. Yeah, eventually I'll learn her name exactly, which is literally how I treat most people and women I meet. and then within 3 or 4 days of getting to know them, you know enough, and it's game on. It's real life.
And then you can go on with your day.
Then you go on your day without the R word. This is consensual, Hazy.
Yeah, I don't know about. Yeah. No, that's an interesting question though, Davis. Man, when you're stuck in a loop like that, I figure at some point you're gonna want out. But how do you figure it out?
Not if you figure out what I'm trying to figure out. You don't gotta.
You get out.
And you want in forever.
You get out of it by not raping Andie MacDowell.
That's it. That's what Bill Murray figured out. Like, okay, to get out of this constant loop, I need to stop raping this woman. The moral of the story was, you know what? I'm a piece of shit weatherman who's always taking Andie MacDowell out to this forest and raping her.
Chuco's face every time. He looks not impressed.
Bro, it's just like
maybe to stop.
Even if I
got a question about the granola. I got a question about the granola you were eating.
Yeah. Does it have mushrooms in it?
That was my question.
Oh, okay. Go on.
That's the question.
Oh, it does. Yes.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad to know. I felt like it definitely did, and that you were just that was the case.
No.
He crumpled up mushroom chocolates into the granola, and I didn't piece it all together until a little bit later when he was like, "No, this isn't mushrooms; it's just granola." But then things started to get a bit more jolly at a certain point. I was like, "That's not just granola."
Yeah, I don't think I'll be all right in the next few hours.
It's okay. I happened to have acid on camera about 45 minutes ago while Chuco was on a rant. I did it very openly. I held the acid to the camera, put it on my tongue. You'll have to rewind that one.
Oh, man, I missed that one.
That happened when I was on a rant?
Yeah, you got to pay attention to what's going on to the cameras around you.
Yeah, lunatic.
Oh hell.
All sorts of illicit behavior.
I mean, no one knows what I was doing.
Hazy
Well, I
is
mean,
like
you just kind of said it out loud.
Hazy has chopped the head off of a small
Yeah,
child.
but it's all an act.
Yeah, nobody got hurt. Like you see those Instagram reels where it's like nobody got hurt and somebody getting hit by like a vehicle. It's like, oh,
yeah, nobody got hurt except.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's a lot of trigger words in here. I don't know how long this stream's gonna stay up. To be honest with you.
What do you mean? Which word are you most concerned about?
Is it rape?
How many words are
a few of them.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Well, you think they're going to take it down on you, or you're going to take it down because you feel uncomfortable with it?
No, they'll take it down on me. Or...
No, they won't. Get the F out of here. No, they will not. They would demonetize things if it were monetized to begin with. We haven't said anything. You have to say some really crazy ish to get taken down. Like, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when it comes to this stream, it's like started with like no cursing on my channel, and it slowly has become.
Wait, was that a rule?
No. I mean, not on the lives. I knew like bringing it with the live stuff, it's fine. But I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. But like me on my videos, I never curse. Like I try not to. I think the most I've said is like, "Damn." No. I mean,
is there some kind of
damn kids
like some kind of limit or no?
Yeah, we didn't really know.
Can I say?
No, I know y'all just jumped on and started. It's fine. I mean, it's like I said, I'm open to conversation. It doesn't mean I'm gonna jump in and start cursing all over the place, but I just try to keep it more or less kind of clean as far as on my other. Not right now, obviously. I mean, we're way past the point of no return.
Your regular like produced videos or like
yeah.
It's produced. You're not going to usually curse in a produced video. You're like presenting something. I get that. Like,
you're not for ritual child sacrifice at all.
No. That is.
I can't stop myself from cursing. I work for a big tech company. I'm afraid to say the name of on a video, and I'll sit there doing. I do trainings for like 100 people in a room at times, and I'm like, and then this fucking thing. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say fuck. Oh, I didn't mean to say it again. And it's like no one gives a fuck. Some people do. It has actually come back to bite me a few times, but you know, I'm still working there.
They don't even know he works there. He's falling through the cracks.
They're like, who's this guy that keeps walking in and talking to 100 people in a room?
Yeah.
Still on payroll.
Well, not in a room. It's like there's Zoom meetings and stuff. I don't have like 100 people in an auditorium or something. It's like digital.
No, I expected 100 people in a small room.
No, the most I've ever talked to in a small room would be like 30 or 40. Like, but yeah, no, I do a lot of presentations.
That's different from my life. I interact with maybe 2 to 3 people all day, and that's it.
Yeah.
No.
That's nice.
I interact with a lot. Yeah, it's interesting. It's always interesting to hear everybody's different perspectives on on the workplace and stuff like that, as far as like what they got to go through on a day to day. But yeah,
I don't know if I know what Hazy does. Hazy, what the fuck do you do? KT works with metal. Davis paints. Chuco refuses to state, but I kind of know. What do you do, Hazy?
All the things I do are all video nasty related. So I can.
So you just got money from where'd you get all your money from?
Well, I mean, I do a job. I'm not going to mention what it is, but yeah, I do a job.
We don't
You invested in gold,
and maybe I sell a bit of stuff on the side, you know. So.
He has a fucking lame eBay store. I get you.
Yeah. he sells.
I do have an eBay store. Yeah.
He sells artisanal soaps.
He does a job
for dropping in
fat of his victims.
No, yeah, there you go. We know he sells something on eBay, and that is enough. I suppose, yeah.
It's all my Nazi memorabilia.
Yeah.
Jesus. There's another word. Welcome back, FBI agent.
That's Interpol.
Yeah, that's
Right.
right.
Oh,
That's their
yeah.
They're gonna come in when you say Nazi.
When I was younger,
There it
I
is
tried
again.
to get into acting, but that didn't go anywhere, which is why I consider myself a failed actor. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I've acted on stage.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Did you also play a Nazi girl?
No.
It's like,
Is that what Heathen was saying? I overheard.
Yeah,
She had a Nazi girl or not? Corinne.
Yeah, she put some. What was the? I'll go back and watch it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of the play.
I can't remember either.
It was Mein Kampf.
Jesus. No, yeah. Well, fellas, we've been at it for nearly 4 hours. I think it's a good place to.
Do you really want to end it on Mein Kampf?
No, I don't.
No.
All right. Let's. No. Let's.
No, that is the appropriate time.
You're right.
No. I'm fucking with you. No. You are right. You could have started wrapping this up a long time ago.
Oh no, yeah. I've been trying. Yeah, I just didn't want anybody to feel like I was cutting them off. But yeah, we've been.
No,
at
you
it
kidding
for
me?
about
It's
4
just
hours.
been fun. It's been fun hanging, bro. You have been a great host as always. This has been a fun idea. I hope we do it again. Oh.
No, for sure.
Now.
Yeah, we can do it again.
Whip it out.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys joining Chuco's Holiday Hangout. If I don't see you guys again, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We say
sir.
Merry Christmas in Chuco's Power Cinema. And
Merry
take care of yourselves, guys.
Later.
Great.